Yeah.
You want me to have?
Yep, you're the man.
You're the man, Mosley.
Well, I'm half of the man.
Yeah, scoot towards me, y'all.
Yeah, there we go.
Hello, everybody.
Can we hear you?
Testy.
We're live. We're good. Locke says we're good.
Our volume is good.
Go ahead.
Welcome.
No, not the puzzle.
Nah, for us.
No.
Chill out.
Oh, we need team names, by the way.
Team names.
Oh,
Josh, we got a team name.
we got names.
Josh, team name? All right. Megan, Alex, Bonnie.
The impending Koroks.
Impending. Team 2 is impending. Oh my god. That's sorry. That's team 4 is impending Koroks. What do we got here?
We didn't ask to be here.
What a false start, ladies.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
We didn't ask to be here.
The
All one
wind
word.
right out of my sails.
WAT. All right, get the acronym, and I will go.
WCA.
What team
It's our booth.
Everyman Steve.
Steve Weiser.
They got it. Thanks, Locke.
Somebody said he came out with a new one.
He's got an IPA over there.
You know, there was like a double IPA or something like that.
I have one now. No, I got Steve Weiser.
Did you grab the engine? You did. It's not gonna be very cold.
I don't know.
We're getting things figured out, ladies and gentlemen.
Hang tight, the action will start soon.
You guys are. I don't know. Does Palmer have a
A whole lot of feet on Team Everman.
No.
I see some
A
Tom.
little warm.
The only thing on there is Legend of Zelda.
All right, I think
we're ready for the intro.
Yeah, I think veterans should start out.
Oh, roll calls of team members. Okay, team. I don't know. Okay, what's your team again?
Impending Koroks.
Impending Koroks. We got Palmer, Alex, Katie, Spawny, and Megan.
And you?
No.
Oh.
I thought we had more people. I was gonna do that. I thought we had team of 6.
We gotta change the name.
Disbanding. Then we got team. What we didn't
ask to be.
I'm supposed to be here today.
It's right there.
McKenna, Gooey, Mughal, Lulu, Mallory, and Kat. I got 6. And then Team Everyman. Catherine.
She's every woman.
Adriel, Cora.
Sorry, can you start over?
Oh my goodness.
All right, Josh, what's your team name?
Come on. What a mess.
Catherine. Falling apart. Catherine, Miranda, Adriel, Cora, Marcy.
Yeah, Cora's a tough one.
Cora, okay. Those are 4 tough letters.
It can't really see.
I think we can do an intro now, right? All right, go ahead. Mosley, take it away.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the 2023 Zelda Dungeon Marathon Jigsaw Puzzle.
Yeah!
Our steam panel here. We got Nico.
Hey!
Got Andy.
Hola.
Rod.
I'm here.
And of course, me.
That's Mosley.
Good old Mosley.
And, yeah, that's good. Somebody count us down.
Well, what are we?
What's the what are we doing?
We got something. We got a special surprise.
Like a Korok does.
We got a surprise?
We've got a special surprise this year.
Now, as you can see, our competitors entered the arena today thinking that they were putting together one puzzle, but in fact, they are putting together 2 puzzles, but ladies and gentlemen, there is a twist.
And the twist will happen as soon as those boxes open up.
Oh, God.
I think we know.
This could
I'm
take-
sure if they're holding the boxes, they can feel the weight difference between them.
They're in for a wild ride.
Oh yeah.
You can tell, I mean, immediately by the equilibrium, something is not right.
It's gonna be happening.
Let's get a countdown.
30.
4,
5,
4,
3,
2, 1.
go!
So that is
Oh my God!
both puzzles in one box.
Both puzzles mixed up. They have to separate and assemble both of them.
Correct. Now, each team has a bit of a different configuration of puzzles. There are a few that are shared, but pretty much each team has their own unique pair of puzzles.
Now, have you ever found yourself in a situation like this before, Rod? And if so, what was your strategy? How would you go about achieving victory when it seems like there's just pure chaos?
Well, I feel like both teams are doing a good job of what I would do, which is first get all the pieces kind of separated, figure out. I think an easy strategy one is to do it by color. I know that's a winning strategy. Mosley, I know from your experiences calling these puzzles, you got,
Well, it's really hard to figure out what's going on for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it starts to become a little more clear. So
Yeah.
you're going to see people assemble the edges, and some people take different sections. But really, this year, I don't know with the 2 puzzles mixed up.
What aspect do you think is going to be the hardest? With 2 puzzles.
Just separate them.
Look at that.
And if I may as well, this is double our usual allotted time for the puzzle, so endurance is going to be tested here.
Look at that
Oh,
connection
yeah.
there. Look at that. That was a good connection.
Oh man, we already
Wow.
have connections. I think Team
Now-
I Don't Know has got some good stuff.
I think it's important to note that in previous years we've had 750 piece puzzles.
Yes.
Yes.
550 piece
550.
puzzles. This year,
2,
it's
320. I think
2
it's,
puzzles of lower number.
I think it's 360.
360.
So
it is
720 total.
More pieces in total, and it's 2 puzzles, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I'm excited about the puzzles as much as every man.
It's another number I was just thinking of
Oh.
is for all of our listeners out there while we're watching this action, one thing that we would hope that you can take action on is helping us donate toward No Kid Hungry.
That's right. We got a backlog of donations we haven't actually read yet.
That is
We can read
that
those.
is true.
I think
so-
there's 4.
Let's go ahead and knock them out.
We
Yeah,
take
each one.
Yeah, let's
You
do
want to
it.
take one, Mosley?
I'll take one. Scaly?
Yeah, I know.
Scaly 13, $10. $10 for Tingle beating Ganon. Love it.
Yeah.
Going back to our family
Feud.
Yep.
I was a little blown away, I'll be honest.
All right, Rod.
All right. We have a $1 donation from Update the Stream. Why you forget about us and the Hungry Kids?
I think we had a bit of a break in between
we
Family
did. We
Feud
did.
and the puzzle.
Setting up these puzzles took a bit of time.
You
That
have to
we-
change the stage.
We appreciate everyone's patience on this. So thank you for your donation. Update the Stream.
And I dare say that you'll be rewarded for that patience.
Yep.
$20 from Get On With It. Get on with it. Moving down Zelda's Adventure a spot as a penalty. So Zelda's Adventure is in for a bit of a tumble when we have someone backstage. There we go.
One of our-
backstage producers are on it right now.
Our head producer over there, she'll take care of it. We also have a $50 donation
Yeah.
from Lizzie and Girl, file name Bunny, for Link to the Past. What's a
Wow.
bunny got to do with Link to the Past?
I have no clue.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, but there might be a bunny in that game.
If you stick around long enough at this Zelda Dungeon Marathon 2023, you might just find that answer out.
And we just
for
got
yourself.
one last donation.
Oh, we
there.
sure did.
Do we want to all say the name in unison?
Sure.
right.
It's
Cambo!
$20.
Thank you for your donation.
You rock.
That was good. Y'all are good at that.
They knocked that out. Knocked it clean out.
Okay, so it looks like maybe just from our angle here, fellas, but team we didn't ask to be here looks like they have some pretty decent separation, some reds on the bottoms, later colors up top, different hues to the side. What are we thinking that these guys might have learned in their matchups process?
I think, you know, going back to the color thing, they're putting the colors together. Obviously, they're trying to match the colors, and then they're going to figure out what they got in front of them. I'm not so sure how well it's going to help, considering there's two puzzles. Again.
Yeah, I mean, you got green on the bottom right. Great. The problem is both puzzles feature Link very prominently. So I think the issue is going to happen when they have to start separating those colors into different puzzles.
The team, I don't know. I mean, obviously they've got what seems to be 3 different piles going on here, but I have no clue what's going on there.
I'm seeing like a border or some kind.
Well, I'm seeing a bunch of pieces of watermelon down here in the bottom right, and that's the only thing that I can see. I don't know what that is. Team Everyman. You know, it's just so hard to call right now, guys.
So like I mentioned, each team has a different configuration of puzzles, and you can actually see one there in the top left. So you see Link is kind of swinging from a sword. That one's more of a brown shade. There's a puzzle that's more predominantly red, a puzzle that's more predominantly green, one that's more blue, and then you actually saw it for a brief second on Team I Don't Know. There's one that's more of a mosaic with a lot of colors.
That would be the watermelon pieces I was mentioning. I think that's the glass.
Now, I wonder if this works to their advantage or not. As you correctly point out, good old Mosley, it is easy to get colors from different puzzles confused as one.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think they got much help in the way of having 2 different color palettes separated between the 2 puzzles.
We just got a donation.
Woo! Donation!
$20 from Sean's mom. She says, Sean isn't always this serious? Question mark?
You tell us, Sean.
Thank you for your donation.
Thank you, Sean's mom. If you are interested in donating, you can do so as well. Of course, we are helping No Kid Hungry this year. Every $1 that you donate feeds 10 children. So if you could consider heading over and donating to help out a fantastic cause, we would appreciate that. And we're going to have a lot of fun reading out the names of all of our generous listeners, watchers, fans all around the world that have taken the time.
That's an incredible number, you know? 10.
Yeah.
Every dollar feeds 10. I mean, that's amazing.
It's amazing, and we have seen some amazing generosity thus far in the Zelda Dungeon Marathon.
Absolutely.
But let me tell you what, there's a lot more to come. We're not done yet. In fact, we're just gearing up for what should be an action-packed night of Zelda content.
Yeah, we're just turning on the gas right now with the old puzzle this year. Rod, did you see anything going on here that maybe you've noticed in the past couple of days? It all looks the same to me.
It looking similar. I feel like we didn't ask to be here, and I don't know. They've got a plan. I see the colors being separated. I think that's going to be an issue moving forward. But Team I Don't Know, I see a lot of connections. I see 2 firsts, 3 firsts there in the bottom right corner of their screen. I think they, at the very least, have that border around like the stained glass. You know what I mean? I think they're going to start constructing that.
And there's nothing wrong with a 2
Not at all. And there's nothing wrong with a bottle of Malort who has just donated $10. Woo! As is tradition during the puzzle. When do I get to come hang out? Malort, we've been down this road before. It doesn't end well, but thank you for your donation as always. Gentlemen, we have a question from one of our watchers here, Mr. Corey Richmond. Couch commentary, can we get early predictions from each of you on who's winning?
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just going to take a stab in the dark here. Say Team I Don't Know is in the lead.
I was going to say, you see a Team I Don't Know. Full frame right in front. The power couple.
I was just noticing that right before you said it. They got a huge advantage here.
Yeah, you got Locke on the left, Rachel on the right.
Oh.
I think that...
We already know from earlier in this week that their brains are somehow like interconnected. So this is, there could be some kind of psychic.
Look at that! I think we've got a Triforce coming to form here on the top left there.
Very
Two of them.
Ooh.
Two Triforce.
Nice.
Now I can't deny that the smart money might be on Team I don't know with their Hall of Fame roster, but there's something about the everyman, and I see a group of plucky up and comers over there. So I think that they're gearing up to do something special tonight.
Nico?
Well, I've got. I'm kind of thinking that I don't know is going to win. They're a little bit stacked. Now, I was on a team the past 2 years with once with Josh and once with Sean, and I won both times.
Right.
And so I'm thinking that they're doing just fine.
Just fine.
Just fine and dandy. Now, I do want to say, LunaRose6969, I have gone back and I found your donation, which got cleared without us reading it. So I'm going to read it for you right now.
Yeah.
And not only is it a donation, it's a $45 donation.
Yeah.
Plus the one there, that makes it 46. Good number. Let's see. Luna Rose said, I can't think of a clever comment. Just thought I would finally donate, which we appreciate. Here's
you.
for the file name Callie for A Link Between Worlds after my cat. Please bring Link to the Past up 1 and Majora's Mask up 1.
We're going
Nice.
back.
Thank you so much, Luna. We appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank
Luna. Fantastic. It's worth mentioning too, if you want to change the fate of our Legend of Zelda ranking list, you can definitely do so. Donating $20, you can move a game up, down, wherever you want it to go in that direction.
Now, pals, I'm going to go take some photos. I'm going to leave it to y'all for just a few minutes.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you, Nico.
And our man Nico heading out in the field to take a few snapshots.
Just gonna get
if you
up close
will.
and personal with that team.
Hopefully he gathers some communication between these guys so we can kind of figure out what's going through their minds.
I'd love to know their strategies, or maybe how some of their other experiences might influence their decisions here.
There's something I'm noticing from in comparison to last year's puzzle. It's a lot quieter in the room than it was last year. I heard a lot more communication, a lot more talking and screaming. From your experience, Mosley, is it a quieter year than normal?
Well, I wasn't actually here last year. I did tune in for the puzzle. I wasn't here for the entire thing, or I didn't watch the entire thing. But yeah, I think you're onto something there. I do remember it being quite a bit more raucous.
Just got my radar on. I feel like the chattiest team right now is actually who is that?
That is
That is Team I don't know.
No, that's not team.
That's
I don't
not
know.
Team I don't know. That's what team Tomasi's on.
Is that team Everyman?
That's Team Everyman.
Team
Okay.
Everyman seems to
Team
be the
Everyman.
chattiest team so far.
Well,
Now-
Mossy's is over there, so I mean, you know.
I'm wondering if what we can interpret from the lack of chatter amongst these teams. Do we have them just working absolutely in sync, or is maybe there's some friction amongst the ranks?
Dissension, if you will.
You know, I would take, my assumption would be that they decided beforehand what they were going to do, and that's what they're doing. They're sticking to their plan. They don't really need to communicate because they already know what's up.
Yeah, of course.
Starting to notice a little more on team We Didn't Ask to Be Here. They've got what seems to be a few more similar colors going on in their tiles here. So I think we're going to see here in a moment, they're just going to put this stuff together really quick and assemble a big chunk of this puzzle.
Now I know, like, typically with one puzzle, objective number one is to build the board. And
Right.
I'm looking at the team scanning over. I only see one team that is actually starting to build a border.
Team Everyman.
Team Everyman. I see the bottom right corner of one puzzle right there.
And the Triforce is clearly there. It's part of that border. So, yep, they've been working on that for a minute. You're just now seeing it because we got the corner piece,
Yep.
and still very hard to call.
Now, I know that obviously in a regular head-to-head matchup like this, building the border is your first priority. But I wonder, I mean, this kind of stipulation just changes the way that you would approach a matchup like this. Do we build the border first? Do we separate the colors first? Very interesting to see how these different teams adapt.
Yeah.
I think even though it is two separate puzzles, building the border it's always going to be the easiest because you can spot those pieces. You know right away if they belong to one or the other puzzle. So if you could get two borders assembled and then build from the outside in. I think that would be a good strategy.
And I'm starting to see the bottom half of the border on Team I Don't Know right there.
They're going about the same, almost the same kind of thing down here with the Triforce on Everyman.
And I see a distinct 90-degree angle there on Team Everyman as well. You'll see at the bottom there. Looks like they might be building something.
They are on top of things like white on rice.
Tell you what, that Triforce, I feel like it's the most vulnerable part of that puzzle. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I think, honestly, what's a shared element of all three puzzles is the Triforce. That distinct yellow is kind of only isolated to that Triforce.
Right.
Makes sense. I can actually see the pieces of the Triforce, if you will, on the bottom left screen of Impending Koroks.
You know,
See 'em?
Yeah.
I think they just gotta assemble those things. You know?
They are over here doing some Wind Waker work, it seems like. Finding those little pieces of the Triforce, if you will.
Yeah. Zelda 1 even.
I did want to ask you about the impending Koroks, particularly you, Rod, as our analyst tonight. It looks to me that they aren't as separating as maybe as much as some of our other competitors. In your travels around the world, your numerous trips to Japan, what kind of strategies have you seen that maybe you could share with us to give us an insight on what their strategy is?
I'm hearing Lady Gaga. Hopefully that doesn't get us
Lady Gaga?
copyright strikes. I'm not going to complain about Gaga anytime, but I just don't. I don't want the stream to get shut down. Let me
Let's just say if we get shut down, it's Lady Gaga's fault.
All right.
Okay?
Well, it's Twitch's fault. Lady Gaga cannot be faulted.
Well, yeah, Twitch, yeah. Thanks, Twitch.
Anyway, what I noticed with Impending Koroks is they got like some like Zonai Ruin things going on. A lot of rings. You
Right.
know, if they're in the top right corner, you know what I mean?
Right. Now I'm wondering, does anybody know what Technoblade is? I see that on Megan's hoodie.
Oh, yeah, they're big in the puzzle scene. You know that?
Obviously, an element of secrecy they're trying to keep to their strategy from us.
Yeah. I feel like. That's a strategy. You know, you never know which team member is going to look up at the screen here and kind of see where the other teams are at. You know what I
There
mean?
you go. So far, I haven't noticed too much of that going on.
Yeah,
They seem to be
I know
too
last year we
focused.
saw a lot of, maybe Mossy's might be the first to break. He might run over and see what the other teams are doing.
You're absolutely right there. I would be surprised if it was anyone else.
I'd be surprised if it didn't happen soon, frankly. That sounds like something vintage Hagopian.
Vintage Hagopian. The Crooked Commissioner.
Another thing about Impending Korok's team that I think might be a disadvantage is they actually have the smallest table of all four teams. So a lot of them, they're crouched on the floor, they're on their knees, they're on their, their
You know what?
bottoms.
I'm glad that you brought that up, Rod, because last year I was actually competing on a team at this table, and it was so small that it led to some injuries that forced me to quit my competitive puzzle building career, and now I'm on the broadcasting side.
I'd imagine so.
It is it's a cramp sitting around there. You end up with a lot of sore joints. I hit my toe on the edge of it. It was devastating.
The Edge of Glory?
That is, that's awful. Who would think that the Jigsaw puzzle would come with some help?
It ain't ballet, folks.
It ain't ballet. Oh, and they say they know how to fall.
Honestly, in your experience with the marathon, is the puzzle the most injury prone event of the whole entire marathon?
I would think so. Yeah. Aside from the occasional RKO that I may throw somebody's way, this, it starts to wear on these competitors. I mean, after a while, they kind of start to go crazy, a little stir crazy. So, it's easy to stub a toe or accidentally clothesline somebody or, hit them with a stunner.
I just heard someone accused. I heard an accusation of sabotage.
Whoa, we got sabotage going on over
We're
here?
going to try and get our backstage reporter
We need
Nico
our
to
field
gather some
analyst out
details.
here to explain to us what the sabotage is.
Nico,
I'm told by the producers that we'll have Nico back in just a couple minutes here to explain what's going
we
on.
need like a little microphone, like a mobile, to walk around and
Yeah. Nico, we need your expertise.
Hard to do.
We heard there's sabotage on the field. Can you elaborate?
And the sabotage is me.
Really?
Really?
They think that I am sabotaging them by taking a photo with my flash photography.
Wow. What do you have to say to that?
I think
Too bad.
Fine.
So sad.
these competitors, they've not even been. Where's the time at here? How far are we into this thing? And they're already starting to get a little on edge.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. You can see Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here playing some mind games with the other competitors.
What you got?
Woo! Oh, wow! Well, all right. We have a $16 donation, baby, from Anonymous. This donation is for the impending everyman that we didn't know would be here. Thank you so much.
Didn't know. 16 is the number of world titles won by the one and only Nature Boy Ric Flair.
16.
I'm kind of a fan of all of y'all.
Oh, thank you.
And if you don't mind, I think I might take a photo of y'all.
Okay.
You're allowed.
Okay, I have
If I may.
to try force assemble.
Let's see. Get the shot from above. Here we go. Get the shot. Thank you.
Aren't we photogenic, gentlemen?
With this puzzle, are we at 16 puzzles total for the entire marathon? The collection of marathons.
That would be an interesting fact if it were true. I'm really honestly not sure.
I mean, obviously we're getting 2 for the price of 1 here today.
Well, yeah, that is.
Sounds like all the competitors are starting to sing along.
Yeah, I am legitimately concerned about DMC. I'm going to make my concerns heard.
Yeah, the stream will be muted.
We got a bad bromance going on over here.
Something terrible, yeah. The action doesn't stop over here as our competitors are, particularly I'm looking at the impending Koroks, and they're having a very interesting strategy, one that I've not seen often in my experience in the puzzle building business, and that is a circular border. Very different.
Is that a shield?
I think it's the
It's
border.
stained glass.
Yeah, the border of the stained glass mosaic. Yeah.
So these are not rectangular puzzles.
Oh.
Really?
Well, that certainly is a
Really?
twist on the traditions of this great sport.
Interesting.
I don't
No,
think that's right.
It's like, I think the border itself is still rectangular.
No, I genuinely don't think that they are.
Really?
No,
I
there's-
think the bottom is, but the top curves up to the point.
Interesting.
We got a donation.
Yeah,
We got a
Melissa's out on the
donation
We got a
Oh my
donation
God.
from Miranda's mom.
Miranda's mom.
Yeah, Miranda.
Miranda's mom says, y'all are kicking. Keep it up. Thanks, Miranda's
Thank you so
mom.
much. Oh, I got the IPA.
This doesn't feel right.
Oh.
Thank you. That's
I was like, this isn't lager. This ain't lager.
Blue Triforce.
Thank you, Miranda's mom.
Oh man.
Whoa!
Rod the Brain Lloyd just
Party foul.
Rod getting a little too excited over here with his.
I wasn't holding this.
with his APA. Negro was right. The puzzles are not rectangular.
wow.
Okay, I'm gonna start working.
That's a surprise.
That's something else that
I think I'm just gonna
we got to consider.
That's a game changer because that changes the way that they will sort and divide these puzzles.
It also allows us to see what they're doing a little bit easier, I think.
Yeah.
If you look down here on Team Everyman, you can see they got a top, they got a bottom down there, up
Yeah.
here on I don't know, a side. So obviously you can see that the puzzles are going to be a lot bigger,
Yeah.
but
I think honestly,
starting to come together.
out of everything, it's actually making impending Korok's strategy a lot more clear.
Yes.
I'm starting to see the border of both puzzles distinctly on their screen there, and same with Team I Don't Know. I could see both puzzles taking shape.
That's the exact kind of innovation that made Impending Koroks my pick earlier to be an early favorite.
Unfortunately, I think Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here living up to their name. I'm not seeing a distinct puzzle yet.
There's not much
We're
motivation
building
going
it
on.
on the poster. They got 2 corners.
They're building it on the poster, we're told.
Well, we're unable to see that action.
Now, is it the exact same size? Did Cat just give away the number one?
Cat might have been goaded into revealing a potentially advantageous strategy.
Are they the exact same size as the poster that comes with the puzzle?
Perhaps so. I think maybe you need to take another trips out to the field, so let us know.
We might need to get some information.
We need your
Our
expert
field
opinion.
reporter Nico is going to go investigate this
I'll be right back.
situation.
Now I will say this. My father always told me there's multiple ways to bake a cake, okay? And We Didn't Ask to Be Here. It looks like they are concentrating more on separating colors from each other, and maybe they can factor into bringing it together all quickly at the end for a quick and decisive victory.
I think maybe the goal is to finish off puzzle 1 quickly, decisively, and then move on to puzzle 2.
The strategy, though, I mean, we can't really see the progress that they're making. And that may or may not be to the advantage of the other teams. If they
That
were to
is true.
Screen watch.
What you mean? Yeah.
We got screen peeking, sorry.
We got screen peeking.
Yeah, now everyone's doing the build on the poster.
That's my bad.
Interesting.
That's my bad.
All right, team We Didn't Ask to Be Here, accusing the other teams of taking their strategy.
Shots fired,
I
ladies and
took the
gentlemen.
blame.
Cat takes responsibility for that one.
I don't accept it.
In a minute, there's going to be shoes flying across the room.
This gets just more personal by the minute here. Tensions running high.
This is descending into a downright slobber knocker, ladies and gentlemen.
And which one of these competitors is going to have the gumption to keep on building? Because we are just getting started. We are in for a
Intestinal
long night of
fortitude,
action.
if you will.
Yes.
Yeah, the grapefruits, if you will.
Now let me tell you what I know about grapefruits, and that is people that have great grapefruits take the time to go and donate to No Kid Hungry,
That is
where
very true.
every
Agreed.
$1
Agreed.
will provide 10 meals for kids in need.
How great are your fruits? That's what we want to know. And you can
Show us the
by
greatest fruits you
donating.
got. Now, back from the field, and
What can you tell us about Team We Didn't Ask to Be
you know
Here?
what? I'm happy to report that the puzzles are in fact the exact same size as the posters that come with them.
All right.
Okay, well,
Wow.
Some teams are choosing to use that, some are not.
We've got a donation.
Mallory's mom.
The whole family's here.
Mallory's mom.
20 bucks.
I think the question is are these really their moms? Or
Pretty good chance.
But regardless, that $20 is. Well, Mallow's mom, thank you so much for your donation.
Thank you for supporting and giving 200 meals to kids.
Wow. Incredible.
200 meals with $20.
You saw it there. You see
That
the
is
poster came out
incredible.
on Impending Koroks.
Now Mallory also we should talk about, since her mom was generous to donate, a newcomer to the Zelda Dungeon Puzzle League, but not an inexperienced Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda?
The Legend of Zelda.
Was there an ER in there?
Yep.
You want the hat with the cover?
Yeah, it sounds like you might be the one needing the hat, not this newsman.
Now, this competitor has done great things in other leagues, and I'm curious to see what she brings to her team, which is...
She is a newcomer. It could be a
Hey! And another donation from Adriel's mom. Again,
Thank you so much.
$18. I don't think Team Everyman has Everyman on it. Moms United.
Moms United indeed, a new faction forming in the chat.
The mothers of Zelda Dungeon are in fact uniting to donate to No Kids Hungry. That is 180 meals.
That's a force to be reckoned with. Right
Wow.
I wouldn't mess with the mothers of
Fruits
CD.
on these women are impressive. Simply impressive.
I need to step away.
Adriel's mom, a Zelda Dungeon legend, who has
Truly.
provided commentary, frankly, on par with ours over the course of these marathons.
True.
So like this piece.
I think at this point we need some dads in the donation feed here.
That's right.
I agree. Show me the daddies. The dads.
Who is that?
Where's Gooey's dad?
I was told Gooey's dad had to go back home.
But his mustache was so magical.
He can't drive at night.
He can't drive at night. Oh no. You know, there's KB Smith, another mother of ZD. We gotta love
got
it.
the sword, top of your
Shout out to KB Smith.
Shout out.
Great person.
Great, big supporter. Always there. Nico thirsty. I have
He's
to use
got
the
a beer
restroom.
in his hand.
No
Nico
comment,
will be
ladies and
back in
gentlemen.
about 15 to 20 minutes.
So generous.
Something that I had to kind of force my hand in was we turned down the Lady Gaga music. I think it was maybe a psychological tactic. It got the team involved. Everyone wanted to sing Bad Romance.
That's true, and I noticed that some of the team members were singing, they were dancing. They may not have been focusing enough on this puzzle, and I mean, this is some serious business, guys.
Well, you know, I look over and I see two things that almost contradict each other. I see a commissioner on Team Everyman who's been known to bend the rules to his whims before, but I see that his choice of music might distract one of their top tier players, Catherine, who instinctively has to dance when she hears Lady Gaga. So it's curious that Moss would be sabotaging his own team like that.
She struck a pose just now.
She was getting down with the get down over there a minute ago. We all seen it, and now she is laser focused.
I mean, Catherine is a top tier competitor in the puzzle business, the Zelda business at large.
Oh yeah.
Very dangerous when she's on her game.
Indeed. So I see here, we have almost a complete border on Team I Don't Know.
It's coming along.
Yeah. And you can actually see the distinct colors on both of them. So you can see the Team I Don't Know, they're going to have predominantly red puzzle on the left and predominantly blue puzzle on the right.
You can see Impending Koroks have a couple arches right now, but they still lack what I would call the complete border. While Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here is still focused on their color separation.
Yeah.
Looks like we got another donation.
Yes.
From not Mosley's mom. You're definitely not my mom. My mom's not watched a minute of this probably. $1 says I'm poor, but I still donated 10 meals to kids. You can too, and that's absolutely right. $1, 10 meals. I mean, come on. It's incredible.
We're not done. We got another donation for $15 from Sonic Tonic, a stream favorite. Since I like all the teams, ... I guess I'll root for the dudes on the couch. Thank you so much. They're pretty cool. Haha. Keep up the great work, guys. Thank you so much for your donation. Sanic Tanic, indeed.
Sanic Tanic.
You're back.
Where's Terry?
Well, he went to the toilet.
What?
I don't think that's
Yeah.
You know, they say it's unprofessional in this business, you know.
It is. Agreed.
Black tights, that's what it's.
Uh-oh. Whoa. What's going on here?
Hey.
Whoa!
Sliding in those DMs.
I don't know. It's sliding right on top.
Oh,
My
there it
goodness.
goes.
We've got a.
Hot dang. And on top of that, we got a donation from KB Smith for $60. My good friend KB, she says, Moms Unite to Feed Kiddos. Move A Link to the Past up 3 spots. Can it do that? It can.
Thank you so much, KB Smith. If you want to do the same thing, you can move a game up or down on our rankings by donating $20.
And when you move that game up, make sure it's Oracle of Ages, okay? That's all we ask.
You see Oracle of Ages on that list?
It's number 9 right now. I'm keeping a close eye on her. Team I Don't Know has got a face, a shield, a border,
My God.
and half of another border. And
You saw their strategy. They moved the poster underneath the puzzle so that they can find the proper placement of the face, the shield, and then they moved it away.
you know, this was my pick in the beginning, and I'm not doubting their abilities
I'm with
one
you.
bit about what's going
They
on.
did the old switcheroo.
You can't see our whole table.
That is true. We cannot see the whole table, but
We didn't ask to be here.
at the same time, you didn't ask to be here, so.
KB Smith.
Thank you so much. looking at your quotes right now.
Quote 6, Ambi wears too much clothing.
Okay.
That was from, was that the date there? 7/15/2015? Wow, that's an old one.
It's a pre-Breath of the Wild days.
Yes, indeed.
I was at a competing website.
Getting a little hot in here.
You gotta get out.
turn the heat up.
Yeah.
The team's showing their exertion. Feeling a little bit of the
Little perspiration going on here. In the
Sonic
team.
Tonic.
little gassed in here.
I didn't get a chance. I'm sorry, Sonic Tonic, to hear Rod read that donation, but if you did, thank you so much.
Sonic said they're rooting for the guys on the couch.
Well, hey, that's Sonic. Sonic's a great guy, good San Jose
Good taste.
Sharks fan.
Very good taste.
So I hope the Sharks are better this year. I think they will be. It's pretty. You know what? We've got something from a hero of ours actually for Rod and I's enjoyment right now, Mr. Austin. So thank you wherever you are.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Stone Cold.
So we're starting to see, much like the cat from Alice in Wonderland, a face just appear here for Team I Don't Know, and I see hints of almost a fully formed Hylian shield.
Well, that happened while you were on the can. We noticed that they were putting it together that way, and like I said, I mean they're doing it big over here.
You know, we didn't ask to be here as continually touting, you know, the progress they're making over the poster. And I see movement from, you know, the table that's closest to us, our view, away from us.
And Team I Don't Know, see, look, they got their border pieces all the way over here. They're about to have 2 fully formed frames.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Oh, we got poster number 2. We're going to be able to maybe see the team we didn't ask to be here. Their strategy is a little bit more close.
We might get to actually see what they're doing for a change.
And I think this is actually the first view, like, you know, pretty detailed view of what the posters actually look like, what the puzzles are going to look like, you know, when the final product is completed.
You know, interesting strategy for Team Everyman here. I see Cora, who has left her wedding ring on. Usually, I remove mine prior to these competitions, just because you really need full range of motion on your hands. Every movement absolutely matters in a competition as close as this.
It's true.
You know, we got a good question in chat. Are they building the same things?
They are not.
They're not.
No. Each team has a separate configuration of puzzles.
Yes.
There are a few that are shared. I believe there are 2 puzzles shared between 2 different teams.
Yes.
But each team has a different set of puzzles that they are completing right now.
Yes. These teams may have just learned that for the first time, actually.
Yes. I believe the 2 that are shared are the red one that you see on
with the Wind Waker up top.
And the blue one, whoever has the blue, and I think Team I Don't Know is actually completing the blue one there on the right.
Nice.
Hot dang.
And that actually
Finally!
in fact, that might be the same puzzle that Team Everyman is building closest to us.
Oh, we almost had a border completed there on Team Everman. It looks like they're only missing 1, maybe 2 pieces here. We could be close to seeing something
Wait a
special
second.
take off.
Yep, they
She's got
found
it.
it.
They've got it. They have got it. Well, this is the matchup now.
Adriel.
Oh, a little high five.
A little,
team
a
spirit.
little confidence from Team Everyman.
Team Everyman.
They're feeling good.
Confusing. It's like,
Giving it a couple extra taps into place, so
You know,
know
we got a local
if
wrestler in
inside.
chat.
Do we? Local wrestler.
Yeah, local wrestler Connor tonight. Local wrestler.
Wow.
Wow.
Big fan. Big fan.
Connor, I wonder if you could tell chat how this type of physical experience compares to your endeavors in the squared ring.
Square circle.
What did I say?
Square ring.
You might be playing too much Sonic there, buddy.
You're falling apart a little bit here, Andy, but we understand nonetheless.
No, we got this.
Squared ring.
The squared ring,
Square. Imagine a ring, but it's a square.
and there you go.
That's
Pro
a square
wrestling.
ring.
We hear some sounds of discomfort coming from one of those tables back there.
Are they? We might see a slide.
Oh, we're gonna.
We got 20.
Oh, movement.
Oh, and another 20.
Wow.
We have got 2 donations
Two
for
donuts.
$20.
Okay, let's just put.
Donation number 1 coming from Update the Page once again. Mosley,
Ready? I'm
you have been missed.
Eddie.
You're not allowed to miss another marathon. Move ages up 1.
Moving
Yes.
ages up 1.
Wow.
Woo!
Would you like
Thank
to-
you very much.
Would you like to read the next one?
Sure. Skirvo. Wow, what a name. I want to thank the whole ZD crew for the guides I used so many times and the interactive map, so I can finally get all those darn Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom. Also, move Skyward Sword up 1. It's the first game that made me a big fan of the series.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone at the team who creates those beautiful guides, and of course Locke and everyone building that great interactive map for Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and so on.
You know, I made a couple of guides back in my day.
Did you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oracle of Ages and Seasons happen to be the best games in the whole series.
There you go.
The amount of talent Zelda related in this room is staggering. You have so many talented individuals, competitors.
Every facet of the Zelda dungeon machine, you know,
Wow.
the pistons that make the machine work.
These are the best in the business. Bar none.
Pistons.
Oh, the Pistons.
The pistons.
The Pistons.
The piss bags.
The Piston. The Piss Bags. Oh, man.
Oh, I'm missing a.
All right, it's we didn't ask to be here. They still got their poster up. I mean, it's really confusing.
That you were
because-
talking about us. We didn't have to be here.
Well, we kind of did, but we're here.
Yeah, we did. Nico specifically has to be here.
Yeah, Nico's doing some work over there. He's on the field. He's
Yeah.
taking pictures. He's making observations. He's
Double fisting.
double fisting.
A man of many hats.
Woo! That's
backstage
stone
reporter.
cold.
All right.
What?
Well, it's actually room temperature.
What?
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping the.
Room temperature booth.
We can throw that guy in the fridge. Yeah. Let's throw that guy in the fridge. Why don't you go grab a?
Make him
Something
something
else.
cold.
Yeah, I'm just getting a call from the backstage producers. I'll have to step out for a few seconds here.
All right. Mosley, what can you tell us what's going on in the field right now?
I have no clue what's going on in the field. I haven't been there, but I can tell you this. It's
Yes.
Based on what you can see.
well, based on what I can see, it's I don't know what's going on up here with We Didn't Ask to Be Here. I can't see exactly how far they're getting because they're building on top of this
Whoa!
poster.
Look at that.
We got another donation. Nico, why don't you go ahead?
We got an anonymous $70 donation. Feels good to give back. Eating food is one of the most common practices we all do.
It's true.
We all love it.
Not only that, but that right there is 700 meals.
Thank you so
Wow.
much. And if Anonymous, you'd like to jump in chat and tell us what games you want to move up and down, you can move to 3.
Or you can stay anonymous. Either way is cool. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Alex, is this not?
Hot dang. Y'all think we're gonna hit 12,000 during the puzzle? Easy.
We got. Oh yeah.
That's just over 100.
Yeah, $103. We can do that.
Well, there's
Here it
3
goes.
more.
There you go. $100 left to 12,000.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Belly Blue, for your $3 donation. It's not much, but it's something. My dog died today.
Oh, Belly Blue, we're sorry.
So sorry.
Welcome back, Andy.
So I'm happy to watch my favorite part of the marathon as a distraction.
Well,
Sorry
Belly
for
Blue,
your loss.
we're right here with you.
Yeah.
We're right
Glad-
here with you. You get to watch the marathon, and sometimes a distraction is the best thing you got.
Absolutely. Glad we could
Here's
be
to your
of
dog.
service.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
To Belly Blue,
To Belly Blue. To
Belly Blue and the pup. Drinking for you.
The claw shots.
It's getting a little warm down here, guys.
Yeah, it is. It's heating up. The
tell me to
competition's getting fierce.
I was hoping that I could share something inspirational with you guys, because I think a lot of people might not realize that as much as obviously this takes a physical toll on our competitors, for the commentary team, it's draining as well. It's true. So while I had to go backstage, I was feeling a little rough around the edges, and then I heard a song which boosted my spirits, which was All Star by Smash Mouth. And
You know what?
I feel right is right now.
I'm pretty darn sure that's been on repeat for about 2 hours.
That's what I was thinking.
Just going on out there.
Hey now.
There's 0 people out there, but the party is hopping.
So I just want to thank the radio for by happenstance just happened to be playing the song.
You know, so we've hit 11,900.
Wow.
We have just under, by a few cents, just under $100 left until we hit $12,000 for No Kid Hungry.
I feel it's going to happen very soon.
Oh, it's going to
think
happen
it's
real
gonna-
soon. I have a feeling someone's going to donate 1,000 meals. That's $100.
Yeah,
I feel
think
it coming. I feel it coming.
Well, we've had a lot of people step up to the plate, and I'm thinking that's going to continue here at this Zelda Dungeon Marathon Jigsaw Puzzle Competition.
Now,
So we'll see.
I don't know about y'all, but if you look behind us on the camera, it looks like that might be Lulu.
Yeah.
Fanning herself. I think the competition's getting a little.
It's getting a little hot back there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's toasty.
The heat. I need to get out of the kitchen.
I mean,
Kitchen's upstairs, honey.
as you know from your many competitions in the past, Mosley, the puzzle just takes an absolute physical toll on your body and tests your endurance and pushes it to the limit.
Absolutely. And this year is unprecedented, the level of endurance that these competitors are going to have to go through, because we've never had a puzzle quite like this before. You'd always, in previous years, kind of prepare and know what you're getting yourself into. You know, this is a completely different ballgame.
Something I'm not seeing. I don't see a timer for when we started.
Yeah, I don't either.
Wait! That's it! That's it! We hit 12,000! That's a 100 and a 200! Hot! Blue Claw Red with $100. This is the last of what I can offer, but the kids deserve it. Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, we're getting emotional up in here. Blue Claw Red, thank you so much for that 100. That is 1,000 meals for kids across the U.S. That is huge. And Stalnox Puzzle Savant with 200. Nico, you're wrong. 2,000 meals.
2,000.
I'm happy to be proven wrong, Stalnox. As always, the puzzle delivers much laughs and meals for the kids. Move Majora's Mask up 10 spots.
Holy
Yeah.
Happily.
Let's
I will
move
do
that
that. I'm very happy to do that.
I think that is that gonna make Majora's Mask? Oh, number 4. That's gonna put that one up there into the.
That's within striking distance of first spot.
Yeah.
You know,
And just
it's-
when you think this community can't get better, we get moments like that. This is what this business is about.
Those donations are coming in hot and heavy. I can't read.
We get another one. We got another couple.
Yeah, we got 2 more. I can't read the where the cutoff is. I'll read Thor Talk 2000s right now. That's $22 from Thor Talk. A nice palindrome number.
This is part of
Yes.
Yeah, 1 2. It was like, what was it? 1 2 2 2. Anyway, 1 2 2 1. Doesn't matter. Move Adventure of Link up,
You got that.
and if you can't, then move Breath of the Wild down.
I think
So-
we can move Adventure of Link up.
Adventure of Link, the thing's going up.
It's going up to number 2.
Wow.
What do you guys want to take anonymous there?
Sure. Anonymous donates $3. Cheers to 12,000. Can't imagine how much the competitors' backs are gonna hurt tomorrow. I can read. I promise.
I think doubly so for impending Koroks. Speaking from experience, someone who has to sit on the floor, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt your lower back.
And you might not notice it right away, but it's the wear and tear on your body over a long, extended period of time that catches up with you weeks, maybe months after the competition.
Yeah.
Dude, Palmer. Bet. Let's go.
Alex over on the impending Korok looks to be wearing some sort of protective armor meant to steel herself against these extreme conditions.
It's true. She's got her.
She is absolutely prepared for this. Coming in the old Zelda attire.
So I think team, I don't know. They've got 2 complete orders there, and maybe one piece missing there on the left side.
I would say that it's a safe bet. Team I don't know is in the lead, but we got Everyman down here. They're about to have 2 borders. Again, we didn't ask to be here. I can't speak for them. I don't know exactly what they got done. I can't tell what's there and what's not.
Every so often, I see maybe the pieces move on top of that poster, so I can tell that they're working on the top side of that border there. You know, that curved edge.
And let's not forget here, gentlemen, an important part of victory in these competitions is a little misdirection, and that seems to be Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here's strategy by trying to throw off the prying eyes, as it were. It's true.
I mean, if the educated eyeballs of the commentary panel can't tell what's going on, then nobody can. I'll tell
I
you
think
that.
you know who can is probably Nico, our field analyst out there.
Now, I'm happy to do a round. However, right now I'm posting on Twitter
Okay.
to celebrate our 12,000.
Wow.
A good cause, if you don't say so.
I'm sure.
I'll tell you what,
The photo that we
I'll take him around.
of you guys.
All right, Mosley,
Mosley,
exiting the commentary booth to take a round of our teams.
He's gonna mosey on over to I don't know.
And you know,
He's gonna Mosley on over.
when Mosley leaves, I mean, that's just a wealth of experience in these competitions. We're honored to be working with a legend like this on this night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No one in the business like Mosley.
No one before, no one after.
The GOAT, if you will.
Yes, just an incredible talent, as well as all of our other competitors here. Definitely starting to see that fully formed arch from Team Everyman. But I dare say impending Koroks, whose strategy that we were doubting and questioning at the beginning, is starting to form at least one fully formed border, while the other one doesn't look that far from completion.
It's true. We got a good question from Sneaky Snake in the chat. What's the over-under, gentlemen? Well, before we answer that, we have got a $5.79 donation from the back of Megan's head. The back of Megan's head.
The back
Of Megan's head.
Megan's head.
I may just be some hair and skin, but I can still donate 50 meals to kids, and so can you.
That's 57 meals for kids.
57
Wow,
meals for
57.
kids.
Unbelievable.
Thank you so much for your donation, Megan's head.
That math is
And
just
if I may say, it's been a pleasure for the last couple minutes.
So yeah, we're going back to Sneaky Snake's question. What do you think the over/under is? Who's, you know, how much time do you think we got left on this thing?
It's hard to think that the team I don't know isn't at least starting to think about ways that they can put the nail in the coffin in this competition. They do look like they have a little bit of more setting up to do, a little bit of execution still, but I know from experience playing against these competitors, nobody comes in with a game plan quite like some of the individual minds that make up Team I don't know.
We are joined once again by our senior panelist, Mr. Mosley. What do you got for us?
Guys, it's a different story out there in the field, I'll tell you that. For some of these teams anyway. Team I don't know, we pretty much got them scoped out what they're doing. I still think they're doing a fantastic job. But the other three teams, they definitely have a game plan going on. They're on top of things. We didn't ask to be here, have a specific strategy going on. They asked me not to reveal that, which I'm not going to do.
A man of editorial conviction there.
Suffice to say, they are. It's a toss-up at this point. We'll just say that.
Okay.
I'm just getting breaking news here. We've got a donation, $2.33 from Alex's sneaky look at the camera.
Can we see them once again?
Puzzle.
There we go. Thank you for your donation. So something I'm seeing on
Hey, you know,
TV.
we just hit 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3.
How about that?
What kind of number is that? That's a great number.
That's a big old number.
That's a stair-step number right there.
Wow.
20,000 meals for kids. That's ridiculous.
That's a lot of meals going out there, and if you would like to continue to feed the children, you can head over and check out No Kid Hungry. That is, of course, gentlemen, who we are raising money for this year, the Zelda Dungeon Marathon.
I want to point out, because some people do get confused about how $1 can become 10 meals. Some people, I've seen some comments about, you know, hey, what's the quality of that meal? Let me tell you, there is no shortage of food in the United States at all. In fact, there's so much food waste that this is what we're fighting. We're fighting hunger and food waste. We are getting access for food for kids. We're talking Meals on Wheels. We're talking summer meal programs. We're talking new laws to help with SNAP. or whatever to help kids get access to that food that will go to waste.
Absolutely.
Great cause.
Infrastructure is so important.
It's all about the infrastructure.
Speaking of infrastructure, I see some thickness on Team Everyman's.
Ooh, thickness.
Oh yeah, look at that
Thickness
thick
and
border.
girth on Team Everyman's.
Ooh, we got girth.
On their puzzle closest to the camera.
Every man got girth.
You know, you see the borders.
I don't know about that, but you know, it's
It looks like the muscle mass of their borders is just a little bit.
I'll go
more
ask for a
defined.
comment.
Comparatively to Team I Don't Know's full border,
Right.
I do see a border that is fuller, complete. You know what I mean?
Right. They've
They're
clearly
moving
been,
from the outside in.
Thank you for your comment.
They've been
would it be
working
safe to
on
call them
toning,
some
and I'm
absolute
told that
girth monsters?
I'm told that Nico has some information for us.
I have a comment from Moss. It was green.
okay.
He just mumbled a bunch.
Okay.
You got green out of that though. That's,
I heard the word
I'm seeing
green.
a lot of green.
Okay.
You know, like I'm
You know
seeing a
what
lot
you-
of green on Team I Don't Know's.
Now-
It seems like Link hasn't really taken form.
What you can't see from Team Everyman is Moss's project at the end of the table. Now, it's not much, because after all, it is Moss's. It's just a bunch of green.
Right. I'm seeing, you know, maybe the bottom
Just a
you know, form of Link forming.
We have some cheers!
Oh, we've got cheers.
And Pending Korax, I think, may have just finished the border.
We got a border. Okay.
got a full
Gotta
border.
celebrate everything, right?
It looks like their confidence is soaring. Could we see a comeback story here?
Celebrate with the.
I believe so. I'm starting to see like a full segment of the puzzle there on Team Impending Korax. You know what I mean? On the left side there.
Yep.
I don't know what that is.
I see shades of purple, hues of yellow. Nico, any thoughts?
I see a Wind Waker even.
I do see the puzzles. However, I'm currently distracted by Palomar's shirt that says power.
yes.
And you know what that makes me think of? The man at the end of the couch.
Absolutely. Palmer has got undoubtedly the best shirt going on. In
Now,
the
I don't know if you
right
guys know this. If you are a fan of any part of ZD, you can buy merch for ZD.
Wow.
Yes.
Where,
Some of
where
your
can we
favorite,
get that?
your favorite members of the ZD team, a Power Hour shirt, a Nico Tendo 64 shirt.
I'm not actually sure if there's a Power Hour shirt on there. That is an older.
You know what?
That's a retro
That's
shirt.
vintage
Right.
merch.
Yeah.
But right there, ZeldaDungeon.net/marathon/shop, you can get merch if you would like to. Wear a cool shirt. Why not?
Nice.
There we go. You will not regret it. You're gonna look good.
I mean,
T-shirts.
Palmer got that shirt all the way, sent all the way to Germany.
Yes.
Yep.
You know, all the way from my humble abode. So,
Right.
yeah, sure.
Did you package it yourself?
Absolutely. I painted it and I, signed it.
That is a hand-painted shirt from Mosley.
I sprayed some of my essence on it and then sent it in the mail. And I'm like, here you go, pal.
Now, I wanted to follow up with the question. In your many travels to Europe and Germany, Mosley, I'm wondering if you could tell us what a competitor like Palmer might bring back in terms of different styles of puzzle completion.
You never know about people like Palmer. The only thing that's for sure is there's nothing that's for sure when it comes to these cats.
They say there's such a thing as German efficiency.
Right, and sometimes it's angry, but with that comes what's the word I'm looking for, Rod?
Passion.
Oh!
Passion.
Wow!
Whoa!
Holy!
That is $12,300 total.
$66.67.
Rounding things off from Mosley's mom.
money.
That is not my mother.
Who are
That
you?
is not my mother, but I appreciate it either way.
You know, unless your mom is in chat right now.
Well, she spelled Mosley wrong, so that's how this is a dead giveaway.
No, it's definitely your mother then.
Well, her last name isn't Mosley anymore. She could have forgotten how to spell it by now.
Now, Adriel's mom is taking about this.
You know, there's some jabroni out there named Mosley, spelled that way, right?
Yeah, absolutely, but it.
Wow! We have a mega donation in from our pal KB Smith.
Wow!
$120! Holy cow!
6.
Okay, one more big donation tonight because I love this event. Move Skyward Sword up 6 places. Yeah!
Where's that put Skyward Sword?
That will put Skyward Sword at number 6.
One of my
6.
favorite Zelda games.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
My favorite too.
Alex, I'm on.
It's other people's favorite too.
And I wonder how that might inspire some of our competitors to build faster and more efficiently here. That energy from the crowd really feeds on you in these Iron Man matchups where you're starting to run out of the will to go on.
It's true.
Tell you what, I'm running out of the cool air wherever it's at. I'm burning up down here.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Be too much to get a fan for the commentary team.
I got some of it.
So as far as our,
I just want to mention between those last 2 donations, that's 1,800 meals.
holy cow.
Wow.
1,800 meals for kids. Just between those 2 donations, we're at $12,420.
Incredible, ladies and
Nice.
gentlemen.
What an incredible night it's been, and there's so much more to come. Just a fierce competition here. We've seen lead changes and seesaw battles here. Talented competitors.
I'm seeing girth all around now.
Girth
Look at
all
those
around,
borders.
baby.
Well, yeah, and
We got a really good close-up of Alex's scalp.
There's that sneaky look that.
There's that
donated.
sneaky look to the camera.
Vintage Alex with a sneaky look here.
Have we pointed out her cosplay?
We have.
We have.
You have? Okay, I must have missed it. It's great. I love it.
We did make note of it and how it's going to give her an edge, I think, in terms of lasting to the bitter end of this competition. I truly believe that. Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here still at the interesting strategy of trying to obscure their progress to other fellow competitors.
And you can actually see that We Didn't Ask to Be Here, Team Everyman, they share a puzzle. And you can see that
Okay.
they're actually focusing on the same portion of
I
that
see the
puzzle.
Wind Waker on
Right.
both.
The Wind Waker up at top.
Yep.
You definitely want to keep your secrets if you can, and maybe that strategy will pay off towards the
Keep it a secret to
crescendo
everyone
of
if
this
you will.
matchup.
I
Yes.
think it absolutely will. We didn't ask to be here, even though they didn't ask to be here, is doing surprisingly well. But you got to be up close and personal to know
Okay,
that.
KB, okay. Okay, I
We
didn't
do have
know I made it
12,420.
Oh, I knew.
It's good.
KB, you knew. You knew.
Dude, none of them go here. What the hell is this?
Team, I don't know over there. They're getting a little out of hand. it
Oh
sounds
no.
like. Somebody
Adriel's
over
mother says 420.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
There's a story there.
there. Ladies and gentlemen, it is not the power hour just yet. Let's
Oh my god, we're not quite there.
We're not there yet.
Now, I don't know if a lot of people knew about this, but earlier in our marathon, we had an event where Beetle himself was doing up to $500 of donation matching.
Yes, he was.
Did you know
Wow.
that this can happen?
Yes,
So this is like
yes.
a very cool thing that Tiltify, the platform that we're using to raise money for, is able to do. You can choose to have a minimum $500 donation match, and then any donation made in that time frame is matched by that person.
Any indication on when the next Beetle event is going to happen?
We really are not sure. It's all based on the generosity of our community, which is you guys out there in across the whole world.
Right.
I've literally
Right.
put every piece there.
We have a highlighted message in chat here. I'm wondering if maybe we can get this read and answer this question.
It's getting.
Zeldrath. What do you got?
All right, so we have Zeldrath here, and he said, or they say rather, chat, I need Zelda help.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to put a double row of reflective hearts on the bumper of my new car.
Yes.
I also want to put the 8-bit life text to the left. Should I keep the hearts, the 8-bit shape to match, and how many should I have in total? 16 or 20 or another number? Well,
I think the answer to that's pretty easy.
I think
Keep
I think
the
it's
8-bit.
obvious.
Keep the 8-bit
Keep the
for
8-bit.
sure.
Yeah.
You want to keep the 8-bit look.
And I think I can safely say, if it were me, I would have 16
16!
hearts on my car. Woo!
You have 16 full hearts and then 5 that are taken away. How about that? Because truth be told, it's 21 hearts.
You know what?
I'd walk
It's-
into a boss fight with those kind of hearts any day.
Absolutely.
I've heard murmurings that Ric Flair may have won 21 instead of 16. Unofficially.
You know, some of those were his own personal business in other countries, is what I heard.
Yeah.
A lot of rumor and innuendo around that.
Around every part of the Zelda community, I'll tell you what.
Just cover the couch.
Yeah, cover team on the couch.
I mean,
I got an empty.
appreciate being covered.
Well,
I'll be back.
I'm gonna head out too for a sec.
all right.
Use the potty.
Well, the action never stops here,
We got a
does it, Mr. Mosley?
We got a refuel and an oil change going on with a couple of our members, and they will be back in just a few moments.
Like I said, this is an Iron Man competition for everybody involved, from our producers to our commentary team to our special guests to our competitors. So,
Donation.
wow, we have got a donation from
Dayumi.
Dayumi. $15. I can't donate much, but I'm a huge fan of Zelda Dungeon, and I love watching the marathon every year. Also, thank you for every Yunobo. Why'd you do it?
Why'd you do it?
Made me smile every time. Thank you so much, Dayumi.
You know, $15? That's still 150 meals.
That's a lot of meals.
Don't feel bad.
No donation is too small. We
Absolutely
appreciate
not.
every single donation.
To take that even a step further, even if you are not in a position to donate and you share this event,
yes,
that is fantastic. We can't ask for more than that. Everybody's come out in droves. We appreciate it all, and we appreciate everybody that just supports and shares the event as well.
I would like to coin a phrase here and just say that in terms of donating towards this particular cause, anything is everything to someone, somewhere.
Agreed.
That is
Wow.
true. Wise words.
I would like to have that made into a quote. That's a great quote right there.
How many other end pieces?
You know,
And Rod is making
We
his
got
way
Rod coming back. Now, Rod, how long have you had that Pikmin in your pocket?
The whole time, my man.
The whole time?
Wow.
Wait a second.
Where's your Pikmin?
Where's your Pikmin?
I ate him.
Ooh.
See, this is
I
my
got
little
him.
buddy right here. Look at that
Are you
guy.
trying to turn into a Pikmin?
Now, you guys know, not to like go off on a non sequitur. Pikmin 4 comes out tomorrow.
Sure does.
Very excited
Pretty
about that.
excited about Pikmin 4. Gotta say, you know who's really excited and might be distracted by the thoughts of Pikmin 4? Locke.
Uh-oh.
Locke might get distracted by the thoughts of Pikmin 4 so much that if we were to keep talking about it, we might be able to distract Team I Don't Know so much that they lose.
You know, we might just have a little preview of Pikmin 4 over here.
I think we should just start playing. We should just start playing the demo.
Distract them too.
No, don't play it.
Let's start playing the demo. What about that?
Here.
We can just play that on the stream.
Stop
You're causing anxiety with Team Ending Clorox.
It's mind games, baby. It's mind games.
I heard why'd you do it while I was in the.
Really?
While I was away.
Oh yeah.
You were on the
you did.
John. There was a "Why'd you do it" quote in one of the donations.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, the action spills on over here, and we see Team Everyman employing a strategy of trying to conceal their progress here. Catherine in front of the camera trying to make sure that nobody can see their strategies.
You know, with Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here, I mean, we can see what they're doing, but we can't really see what they're doing.
You got to be up close. I mean, you got to be
And I'll say, I
real
walked
nose
by.
deep in that. to
I
know
walked
what's
by,
going on.
I couldn't even tell.
You couldn't tell?
I walked by, I couldn't tell.
Well, I mean, like I say, you got to get nose deep to know what.
Percentage-wise, how complete are they on for their Reddit, for example?
Genuinely don't know. I can't tell.
They are doing quite well. If I was going to take a stab in the dark here and say I'm still going to say I don't know is the number one. I'm going to say that number two is We Didn't Ask to Be Here.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's-
Obscuring the results there.
Without revealing too much, that's my assumption right now.
My goodness.
What is your team name, Couch?
the couch needs a team name.
Did we have a team name? I think we were the guys on the couch. What were we?
We're the commentary team.
What about like many old men?
Many. Oh, hey, whoa.
I'm not gonna argue with that one.
We got a donation
We
from
could- but we-
Muscatero, $5. Woo! Rooting wholeheartedly for Team Everyman.
Everyman.
You can do it. I believe in you. I believe Harness your Jigsaw.
Why'd you do it?
Now, you too could donate and let us know who you're rooting for.
Yeah.
Team moral support.
Team Pickpockets.
Team moral support.
I don't think they've been very morally supportive.
We're team objectivity. Like.
Oh, good. Objectivity. It's important.
Team Everyman down there. Half of their puzzle is half of one of their puzzles is obstructed. It's kind of hard to see where they're at, but it does look like they got half of it.
Yeah,
completed.
It's I will say that camera's a little out of focus. I went over there to try and fix it, but there's no preview on the screen, so
A little blurry. That's okay.
I couldn't fix it.
I'm seeing the Wind Waker though. You can definitely see the Wind Waker in all four. Well, except for maybe Team I don't know. Their left-hand puzzle does feature the Master Sword.
So yeah, I don't think they have one that includes the Wind Waker.
Interesting.
Yeah, we do have another $4.44 donation from Anonymous. I offer $1.11 support to all 4 teams. Anonymous.
Amen.
That's
lovely.
That's
a cop
11
out.
meals.
That's a cop out. Is what I say.
That's 11 meals.
That's 11 meals per team. 44 meals in total.
Nice.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, that's a great donation. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Andy is back.
I love the total we raised.
$12,444.44. Wow.
That's
Incredible.
lovely.
That's as many as the Four Horsemen.
During my
Is that
active,
what we are? Are we the 4 horsemen?
We're the Four
Hey,
Horsemen.
there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
It wrote itself.
Who's that?
I'm Pestilence.
No, we're talking like WCW Four Horsemen.
Oh, I'm Pestilence.
You're the veteran.
That's what my mom used to call me.
I don't know who the
Dang.
Ric Flair. Who's Ric Flair?
Woo! I think that's you. You're Ric Flair.
You're Rick.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll
I
take
think
any
you're
of
the
them.
enforcer.
I'm the enforcer.
Yeah.
Arn Anderson.
All right, I'm the enforcer, Arn Anderson.
Tully?
You Tully?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, who does that actually leave?
Oli?
I'm
You're
Oli,
Oli.
aka Pestilence.
Yeah, that's pretty on point. Mr. Toxicity. Oli Anderson. Look him up, kids.
Now those are some thick borders on Team I don't know.
The thickness is real.
Very defined.
Is there a
if you will.
specific Stream Elements command for when Thor Talk says 4 horsemen? Like specifically? Because there seems to be.
We have a great comment here. We are the Blackpool Coach Club.
Coach? Is that how you say couch?
Coach? No, couch.
You say coach?
You said coach.
Oh, we have a donation here.
Hey, $25! It's for the kids.
Hey.
I'm really bad at saying this name.
Eris's.
You know, they've been in the chat 99% of this marathon.
Is that, how do you say it again?
If you prefer, you can donate
it's
maybe
easy.
say
You just say Eris's.
Eris's. Sorry to mess up the cool number, but it's for the kids. That's
You
still
mess
a
it
cool
up
number.
anytime.
I don't know, but you got another cool number in
You got
there,
another-
so I think
Yeah.
you did a great job.
Thank you very
$25.
much.
Thank you so much.
We got 12469.
You have to go ahead and
Which
say
is a
it in
nice
your heart
number.
first name.
Nice.
Say what's in
Always
your
Yeah,
a
heart.
do
good
you want- you
time
can
when
move a
the
game.
old 6-9.
Exclamation point ranking if you want to move a game up or down. Let us know.
Let us know.
No, it's just I was like,
Who would have thought there would be so many donations for Puzzle Night? You know, Adriel's mom, we get a lot of, you know, Puzzle Night's a really popular time.
It is.
Sure is.
I would say it's top 3.
Yeah,
This is a big
Stelmux
draw.
did point out we had a $1,600 donation last year during the puzzle. That's when we were raising money for the Starlight Children's Foundation, which was great.
Adriel's mom in the chat.
You know, and I mean, I think the thing about Puzzle Night is anybody can play Twilight Princess for 3 or 12 hours, but when you got to use every muscle in your body and every aspect of your mind to
Every
put two
muscle.
puzzles together, this is where, I mean, the legends are separated from the regular competitors.
It's true. I think we are moments away of seeing Team Everyman fuse, if you will, their Wind Waker mosaic to the top border of their puzzle.
Link's face just floating around like Andros, but he is ready to land and be connected. I do believe you're right, Rod. Yeah.
Team I don't know over here employing the strategy, if you remember, that I was talking about in the very beginning. They got the border, now they're sort of building into the center, and I think it's working to their advantage.
Sure is.
You know what? You can change the stipulation of the matchup, but the fundamentals of Jigsaw puzzle competition are always going to be the same.
Absolutely.
And it looks like Team I don't know understands that completely.
You know, we've got an offer in chat from Adriel's mom. Maybe I could come and knit for your next marathon.
Aw.
Okay.
I would love that.
We do have the craft corner that
we do often have crafts going on here at the Zelda dungeon.
I think that we could put Adriel's mom in the Minish
Listen, we have called it the sweatshop before,
Adriel's mom,
but
you're always welcome to join our sweatshop.
Adriel's mom, you're welcome to join the sweatshop.
You got 4 fans of Adriel's mom right here on the couch.
Big time. Yeah.
Big fans.
I'm a fan. I'm not on the couch, but I'm a fan.
Pestilence is the biggest fan of Adriel's mom.
You're a legend.
Why don't we could let her play Zelda's Adventure as well.
Oh wow.
Is that a nice thing to do?
Absolutely.
I think Adriel's mom would probably beat the game. Actually,
I think she would.
Adriel is a great addition to the Zelda Dungeon Marathon. Not only that, we get Adriel's mom. That's almost the best part.
Yeah.
Almost the best part. Knit a couch cover. Adriel's mom, it would be much appreciated. This couch is
Fancy.
ugly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this couch gets assembled and disassembled and dragged around from competition to competition.
You know, this couch is an outdoor couch. Did y'all know that?
No.
Yeah, this is an outdoor furniture right here, y'all.
The best this couch has ever looked is right now.
Honestly, well, if I wait for that.
Hey, where are you going?
There he goes.
There you go.
Nico off to gather some information.
Holy
some
cow.
from the field.
You see that? Impending Koroks. That's a quarter of a puzzle.
That
almost
is
finished.
a big chunk that they have just.
Palmer over there laying down the power hour on him.
That was hiding under the surface. That was.
And maybe their strategy of secrecy is paying off here. As you can see, another part of Alex's costume tonight is giving stealth capabilities to make sure nobody can see their strategies. So
Someone took a sneaky potion tonight.
Oh yeah.
does look like a non-orthodox strategy, but one that seems to be paying off.
Still don't know what We Didn't Ask to Be Here's doing. That's okay though.
We don't either. It's okay.
Very, very secretive, that group of professionals, but we've seen some success from them before, and they do have some new up-and-comers in the ranks, so I am giving them the benefit of the doubt and thinking that their strategy could come to fruition particularly quickly towards the end.
Absolutely.
This, like right here.
We see Team I Don't Know up here using the same strategy as We Didn't Ask to Be Here, if you notice in the top left corner. They're putting some pieces down on that
A Zelda middle on with Adriel's
that
mom.
good old poster they got over there.
You know, I think like the best tag teams out there, what they're doing is they're kind of splitting the ring. You know, they're splitting their attention. They've got team members working on one puzzle while the rest of the team's working on the other.
You got to cut the table in half.
They do, and they have.
They have. I would love to see what We Didn't Ask to Be Here is actually doing. That's all I'm saying.
You think they're gonna do like the tablecloth trick where they kind of pull?
Yeah,
I think that's exactly the plan.
I think they're going to get too excited. They're going to pull that poster out, and the puzzles are just going to go flying across the room.
I mean,
My God, it's broken in half.
if they commit to
puzzle's
this
got a
strategy,
family.
they can't take it off until it's finished, and that's a commitment. A commitment that may be too big for them, quite frankly.
If they can't get the poster out from under it, does that count? I don't think so.
The poster's it's got to be a puzzle on something.
Yeah, it's got to both feet have to touch the floor.
Now, I will say, in past years, people have called shenanigans for putting things together and then moving them. I don't think that's shenanigans. I think that's using the tools given in the box.
I think that just about anything goes here, other than having pieces pre-assembled prior to the puzzle. I mean, what other kind of? I mean, you can't really outlaw strategy.
We've thrown out the rules this year. I mean, this is an entire new competition.
But in truth, we've never had a fairer puzzle. You know what I mean? Like the fact that both puzzles were collected into one box before the event even started. I think you know that just goes to show kind of the fairness of the competition.
Yeah, across the board.
And the mental prowess of all these competitors that are adapting their strategies to accommodate for that. It does look like we have a pretty completed foundation at the bottom for the impending Koroks.
Speaking of their puzzle, I think something that's deceptive about it is the brown border around their puzzle.
Yeah,
closest
it's
to the
almost
camera.
exactly the same
It's
color.
camouflaged with the table underneath. So, you know, I
Wow.
think just like we didn't ask to be here, we won't know completely when their puzzle is, you know, taking form, you know, until late in the game.
Hey, Mamu, I don't know if we'll be able to run a poll right now because we're all kind of currently taking up.
We're into this matchup fiercely. If you will.
Maybe if we can get a text person over there, maybe create a poll and ask.
Right.
I mean, that would be me.
We'll talk to our backstage producers and see what we can come up with.
Maybe create a poll, ask who you think's gonna take the whole enchilada today.
I'll tell you what, Mamu, if you want to ask us a question, we'll answer it right now. Though.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that
no
for a
poll
fact.
needed. They'll answer.
Team I don't know have pulled the poster away now. They have that blue piece that I think they're about to bring south.
Things are coming together
Oh, yeah.
over there.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, we have some.
We do have some movement on the Team Everyman front.
Oh, here goes the commish.
We had it the whole time.
Is that yours?
They were reversed.
Does anyone else?
Oh my God, we got some topsy-turvy shenanigans with Team Everyman.
Mossy's no crossing streams over there, okay?
My phone's right
Can you interpret what he was on about over there?
Well, he was doing it completely wrong the entire time, is what I gathered. I'm not sure if that's true, but
It's a shame.
That sounds about right, though.
that sounds right. Yeah. Mossy's has been thrown off his game a little here lately. I believe he's had, you know, there's some. He's got his mind is elsewhere. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
I'd like to point out, Arizis, who donated earlier. I don't know if you heard us, but you are able to move a game in the poll, in the rankings. I don't know if they mentioned one.
They did not.
No,
I don't think
I
so.
know that they're watching on mobile. So, Arizis, if you would like to let us know, I will move one for you. Just let me know.
Let me know.
Let me know.
This is you. That's what I'm
The competition continues here, and our competitors are. I don't know if they're quite in their second win yet, or maybe if they're gearing up, and when they see something come to fruition, like we're starting to see, then that second win really kicks in. What would you say to that, Mosley, in your experience?
I would say that we've seen exactly what we've seen in previous years, despite the fact that this is a completely different challenge for them. We've seen the puzzle not seemingly do anything for 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden they have borders, and all of a sudden they have Triforces, and I think we're just going to keep seeing big chunks come into the picture here, and it's hard to tell who's ahead.
I tell you what, I am very impressed with Team Everyman's progress thus far. They've really filled in their puzzle more than I would have imagined.
Absolutely,
when we
yeah.
started.
Now, Mamu has asked a question for the couch.
Okay.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I'm going to go with I don't know.
I'm with you 100%. I'm sticking with my.
I got to
initial
stick,
pick.
yeah. I'm a man of my word, okay? If nothing else, I'm a man of my
The
word.
smart money, again, I think says Team I don't know because of all the veterans on that team, but there's something about the impending Koroks, I think. They're building momentum, and I think that they could do something special here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
What do you got, Nico?
I think I might be rooting for We Didn't Ask to Be Here.
Okay.
You know the secrets.
I truly cannot tell what their progress is. I do see a lot of pieces sitting around.
Sorry to interrupt you. We've got an answer from Aristes who was asking us to move up the Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks up one.
Woo!
So that will put that game
Number 8.
number 8. You betcha.
Sweet number 8.
It overtakes Twilight Princess.
I'm going to sneak back here and see what's going on.
All right.
All right, Mosley
taking the
is on the
field.
ground. Rod, it's been a pleasure calling this matchup with you tonight so far.
The two-man power hour here.
Wow. A lot of action going on, and
Partners in crime, me and this guy.
yeah,
Go back years.
a lot of experience, big moments together like this. But maybe none as big as this.
No. I don't think I've ever seen something quite as momentous as this puzzle challenge tonight.
This is truly something I haven't witnessed before.
Oh, we got a highlighted comment from Mamu.
Wow. Okay,
Mamu.
so Mamu is going all in on team I don't know. That's the team that they think is going to come away with the victory, and you can see how cool and calm they played that comment.
It's a lot of
laser
pressure.
focused.
They're playing. You know, we heard Lady Gaga earlier. I think Team I don't know. They've got the poker face.
Right. I wonder if they just have the most to lose here. If they don't end up pulling off the victory, what's that going to do to the morale of Team I don't know?
You know, it's kind of funny. You know, these competitions don't end when one team completes their puzzle. We follow it all the way to the end, to the culmination. All 4 teams. And what happens is, even when one team nears the end, you know, even if it's tight, once you see one team kind of pull through and finish their puzzle, the other teams, they kind of they go one of 2 ways. They can either, you know, put that fire under their bottom. They can, you know, really push on to the end. Sometimes that pressure, you know, they buckle.
So, went to check on. We didn't ask to be here. They are. Their confidence is a little low. They don't feel like they're doing well, but I can tell you, they're doing really well.
Okay.
So don't sleep on we didn't ask to be here.
Well, and I wonder too if maybe that's a bit of mind games from Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here.
Could be.
Obviously, Team I don't know has a target on their back, and operating as the underdogs could work to the advantage if We Didn't Ask to Be Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, I think this entire puzzle, they have sort of played the underdog role, and I mean they named themselves "We Didn't Ask to Be Here." I think.
Right.
So that could just be smoke and mirrors, if you will.
Unfounded humility.
Absolutely. That. Oh, I like that.
As someone who's seen these puzzles up close and personal, if you had to take a guess on which individual puzzle was the hardest to assemble,
you know, I am going to have to go with that one right there. The one that Impending Quarks is working on. To me, that looks like it would be the most difficult.
A blue one or the brown one closest?
The brown one closest. Because just from my eyes, I can't see how they're seeing through this puzzle, the table, and it's mixed up, and you know, my brain would have leaked out of my ears by now, probably. So I'm glad I'm on the couch.
I know over the years there's been contrasting opinions on which style of puzzle might be easier to put together. I'm wondering if you are someone that thinks that multiple colors mashed up into one might give you an advantage, or if one kind of steady color might be easier to differentiate.
You know, I think that there's other factors involved that kind of goes both ways. You know, it could be one or the other. It just depends on several other factors. For me, myself, I think that it's all about the individual colors.
Right.
But I can't say that that's a principle.
Something that I noticed is that, so Team I don't know, the puzzle is a little obscured right now by its shoulder, but their puzzle on the left features a mosaic of multiple colors, a lot of blues, purples, reds, all mixed together.
Yeah.
While as most of the other puzzles usually feature a single primary color.
We see a lot of red and green, for example, in We Didn't Ask to Be Here in that puzzle. There's other colors present, but there's a lot of red and green.
So I don't know how difficult it would be to put together a mosaic puzzle with multiple colors kind of scattered around versus one uniform color.
Well, it's easier to pick out the individual colors if there's more of them.
Yeah.
Because you're not digging through a huge pile of red. You're digging through a huge pile of, there's a little blue here, there's a little green here.
Yeah.
So you can separate that easily.
So something tells me maybe, I don't know, maybe it has an advantage with their mosaic puzzle on the left there, which is why that puzzle is taking shape faster than almost all the others.
You could be onto something there.
Mosley, I wanted to ask you if there's maybe an individual competitor on either of these teams tonight that has impressed you. But before we get to that, we do have a $40 donation from Chrissy and Jerry. So happy that Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here is there, so keep it up and give it up.
Thank you, Dad and fiance.
Well, thank you so much. You have just fed a ton of kids, and that's what this is all about, guys.
Is that our first dad donation?
Thanks, guys.
Dad Nation.
It might
Thank
be.
you. Thank you for your dad nation.
Heyo.
Oh, that helps. That helps. I got that. Palmer helped us.
Oh.
Okay.
Back to your question, Andy. You asked if there's anybody that impressed me so far. I mean, out of everyone here, they're all doing fantastic. I have to be, I should be impartial in this case. I can't. I'm going to have to say Palmer because he's got my shirt on.
Well, no doubt that
That's impressive.
no doubt that that's definitely added to his performance tonight, and he is win or lose. He's going to be remembered for putting on a great performance this night.
Absolutely.
And all things considered, Impending Koroks was. I'm gonna be honest. They started as kind of the underdogs in this competition, but they really pulled it together. I'm seeing a complete puzzle take shape here, right in front of us.
It's coming together spectacular.
We had a donation that came through, and it seems to have not popped up on our screen. It popped up at the exact same time as the others. So
A donation out of nowhere?
a donation out of nowhere from Siren Cosplay, $30.56, just a few seconds ago. Love everything that you guys do. Keep up the awesome work. Move Tears of the Kingdom up one spot, which I just did.
Thank you, Siren. Thank you so much.
And please, more donations from Dad Nation.
That's right.
Please.
Daddies, where are you at?
We need more ZD Daddies donating in honor of the kids.
Whether you're a mommy, whether you're a daddy.
He's got the dad bod shirt right there in front and center.
Look at that demo!
We want to see those dad bods and we want to see those dad donations. So
We want to see those donations flowing to feed the kids. We're supporting No Kid Hungry. Every $1 you donate helps feed 10 kids.
Hashtag daddy.
That may or may not be me.
Huh? That's a father figure right there.
Oh, that's
Hot day. $12,540.
Well, the action never stops here at Zelda Dungeon. We are pressing on here.
I'm confused by Team Everyman. Am I seeing a poster on the table there?
I think that is a
that is a poster, yeah. But if you look down, it does look like they've got some nice fillage there.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing a link. You know, I see a link.
I see a lot of links.
I see a link on I don't know.
Oh my goodness, y'all, we just got an interesting donation. A $1 donation from Anonymous that says, listen and subscribe to Flashback 64, the definitive N64 and late 90s, early 2000s nostalgia podcast. Comprehensive discussion of every game in the N64 catalog and their cultural relevance. Hosted by Gooey Fame and Harvest Gamer McLeod.
Wow.
That was a good one.
Honestly, like that show is almost a time capsule too. Like it's
you know,
pretty amazing.
I was happy to be a guest on the very first episode.
That's a time machine podcast right there.
That is truly a fantastic podcast. I was lucky enough to make an appearance as well, and it's not just a podcast about the video games that came out, but it truly is a time capsule of what was going on in the era. You're going to hear things like talking about the Macarena. Or
There's a lot
Jerry
about the
Maguire.
Macarena in that time.
You're going to have a good time. It is going to remind you of days that were maybe just a little bit simpler.
Those of us that actually lived it.
A little bit better too. I mean, those were the good old days. When we talk about the good old days, that's what we're talking about, right there.
And you know, maybe you weren't there for the good old days of the N64. And if you weren't, you can learn about it through Flashback 64.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's
Isn't
right.
it kind of like, you know, people that didn't grow up in the 80s can learn about it by watching television shows?
Exactly.
Same idea.
That's
True.
the same idea.
Absolutely.
That's a principle as old as time, and Flashback 64 does it maybe almost as good as anyone, if not better. So check that out wherever you get your podcasts.
What's funny is that the Macarena really was like on the top of the charts for Gooey. How long?
Like 40 weeks or something.
40 weeks. That's ridiculous.
It sounds ridiculous now, but we were shaking it back then.
Yeah.
Believe you me.
So were the Democrats at the Democratic National Convention, but they didn't know they were
Waiting on the, waiting for it to come out of the
You wanna
radio.
give us a little
This is the
bit?
next one?
We're trying to get a closer look into some of the puzzles going on in Team Everyman here, but we are experiencing resistance from some of the competitors, clearly not wanting to share their secrets here.
Is it safe to say every team has assembled their border for every puzzle?
Well,
I believe so.
One thing that I
got
realized in
Everyone's got the girth.
in the field while I was checking Seems that Lulu has
Another dono.
disappeared.
I think
Lulu,
Lulu may have not been able
it
to
got
handle
too
the-
hot in the kitchen.
Yeah.
It was too much, and we talked about it earlier. It gets to be too much, but we got a couple of donations.
We got 2 anonymous donations.
Wow.
One of them is $5. That's 50 meals right there. Says 1-1 was a racehorse. 1-2 was 1-2. 1-1 1-1 race. 1-2 1-1-2. Zelda is great, and so are puzzles for the kids.
For the kids.
Thank you for making me read that. And then I'll let somebody else read the next one.
This is from Anonymous, $1. Intro theme composed by modern day Mozart. I can't read out what it says.
I believe that
that's
says Nico Tendo 64.
Oh, Nico Tendo 64.
Yes, very, very commonly known as a modern day Mozart. Yes.
I have heard that actually through my travels around the world.
I
in this
haven't
jigsaw
heard
puzzle
the
business.
intro theme though. What is
Yo, you got to listen to the intro theme to the Flashback 64 podcast. Which is a,
Interesting.
wonderful podcast by Gooey Fame and McKenna, the
There he
Harvest
is.
Gamer McLeod.
Front and center.
Pretty shot.
Oh man.
Playing to the camera a little bit.
You know, it made sense that I would write the theme song, seeing as I too have the 64 in my name.
A little bit of hot dog and a little bit of grandstanding on the screen right now.
I heard their logo was designed by someone.
will be-
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder who designed.
I don't know about Picasso.
Yeah, some other guy.
Some scrub.
Now look at Team I don't know there. I can almost see the entire left puzzle.
Yeah.
Team I don't know is definitely smelling blood in the water for sure.
They might be the first team to finish
You know,
their first puzzle.
they're not using any tricks or tactics that are sneaky like the other teams.
They've
Like,
been upfront and personal the whole entire time. Fully transparent.
I wouldn't say Locke's back is fully transparent, but I mean, we have seen a lot of that. But their puzzles are definitely up front and center.
Now here's the question: we've seen I don't know employ traditional jigsaw puzzle competition techniques, and so far it's yielded a lot of success. But these other newer strategies brought in by these newer members of the Zelda Dungeon community, I wonder if we are going to see some of those come to fruition and maybe push Team I don't know back down into the days of the past, if you will.
Something tells me as we approach the end game, there's going to be some tricks pulled out, from under the sleeves. You know what I mean? We didn't ask to be here. They've got something in the wings.
I think they're saving something big for the end.
Yes.
And you know what else somebody could pull out? They could pull their credit card out of their wallet to donate to No Kid Hungry. Every dollar is 10 meals for a kid, which is incredible. That's a lot of kids getting fed for $1.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. We do have a little bit of a smack talk in our comments here. Sumya, I'm sorry to say, but some of these puzzle piece placing strategies are suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Wow, I don't know if that's intended to motivate or what, but those are certainly strong words.
I think them's fighting words.
I do see a question about Team Everyman. They have the poster presented right there in the center of their table to kind of be as reference for the puzzle that's being completed closest to the camera. I'm gonna be honest, that puzzle is looking pretty dang close to being finished. I'm not surprised if someone confused that for a complete puzzle.
Yes. So unfortunately, the two teams that are really using the posters as their backdrop for the puzzles themselves happen to be using it on a table that is black, and the border of the poster is black. So it's really hard to tell if they're using the poster or not. I can see some reflection on the Team Everyman one though, so I can.
But we've got ourselves
We've got a donation.
Another anonymous donation. This is for $6.16. 16.
All right, Rod. Good
sixth-
luck reading this one.
The sixth sheep sick. But it's not sick to donate for the kids.
Does that make sense?
Wow, that's
The
fantastic.
Sixth sheep's sick.
So that means that there are 6 other sheiks that are sick.
I hope your sheep is better soon.
In the audio editing business, we call that sibilance. a lot of sibilance.
I wonder why our audience is asking us to read these kind of donations right now.
Oh, did you see that
We
look
saw
from
a
Alex
sneaky
just
look
now?
from
That was a
Alex.
sneaky look at the camera from Alex. We all saw it.
I want to see how ours look. Oh, shit.
Looks like Alex is caught. The referee just caught her. We'll see what comes of that. In the meantime, here we've got Team I Don't Know with their puzzle box.
Reason
Oh
Has
my
to Be Here
gosh.
has pulled out their poster from underneath.
Wow.
Revealing
that, honestly, I thought they had more than that.
I thought they had a little bit more too. I was expecting to see that a little bit fuller, but it looks like we still have some gaps to be filled. But one thing to keep in mind is that they have been collecting the different colors of that puzzle, so maybe
That's
they can do
true.
that quickly. But I'm just getting word right now that we have a donation.
Hey, that's my buddy John G. Hey, John G just donated $10. Hopefully this will offset my donation to Every Kid Hungry last year. I wasn't really paying attention. No, who knows? You know what, John G? That's 100 meals for kids. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And that's what it's all about, right here.
Offsetting donations.
Yeah, that.
That's about feeding them kids.
We've got Team I Don't Know with their puzzle box looking for maybe loopholes in the rule book here to advance their progress.
Yes.
So something that concerns me is that they're focusing a whole lot on that left puzzle, whereas Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here, Impending Koroks, they're sharing the love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, Team Everyman, right? That poster on in the foreground is.
Team Everyman's is looking pretty full on both sides, and I might even dare say that they could be the favorite at this point.
I'm going to say in the race of who's going to complete the first puzzle, it's a neck-and-neck race between Team Everyman and Team I Don't Know.
I hate to point this out, but I believe that Team Everyman may have had a last-minute addition to their team.
Oh my God!
We do see extra personnel at that team. We've started out with 5, but it looks like in fact we have.
I was on the team from the beginning.
Oh, okay.
Jules,
Jules cashes in money in the puzzle and comes over to help them complete theirs. We'll see how that plays out.
Oh, look, we've got a donation from our good friend Grovile, who already flew home today.
Yeah,
it's $20 US. That dude's from Canada.
This is trust me, I speak from experience. This is like $30 Canadian.
That's even more from a Canadian. So Grovile, thank you. Saying missing you guys already. Definitely not crying right now. Aww. Move up one game of Alex's choice. Go Team Impending Koroks, Alex.
No, don't distract Alex. No,
Somebody donate Canadian Tire money? Is that what I heard?
Alex, what's your choice?
Ocarina of Time down.
Ocarina of Time is going down.
Alex just wants to watch the world burn.
She took a face donation and made a heel decision out of it.
Wow.
Well, I say down when it feels so good to say up.
That's putting Adventure of Link at number 1.
Where it should be. She made the right choice.
I made a sacrifice.
Good job.
Yeah,
And
I appreciate that. Collateral
tell our
damage, I
viewers
appreciate
something. If you hate that decision, you can donate $20 and you can move a game up or down on this list. Your
Why
choice.
don't y'all let them know what the rankings are right now? Top 5.
Great
Mostly,
idea.
why don't you tell us what this rankings look like?
All right, well, the rankings, as far as it goes right now, number 1, we got Adventure of Link. Number 2, Ocarina of Time. 3, A Link to the Past. 4, Majora's Mask. 5, the original Legend of Zelda.
That's a good top 5 right there.
That is. That's
Pretty
solid.
solid top 5, I gotta say.
Here is a tiny tip.
The number 6 spot, Skyward Sword. Number 7, Minish Cap. 8, Spirit Tracks. 9 is Twilight Princess. 10 in the complete wrong spot is Oracle of Ages.
Oh, that's got to go up.
About 10 spots. 11, Tears of the Kingdom. 12, Oracle of Seasons. 13, Breath of the Wild. 14, Link's Awakening. And 15, The Wind Waker. And wow, there's more. 16, Age of Calamity. 17, Cadence of Hyrule. 18, Zelda's Adventure. 19, A Link Between Worlds. 20, Triforce Heroes. 21, Phantom Hourglass. 22, Four Swords Adventures. 23, Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
Yeah.
24, I almost said Resident, but it's Faces of Evil. And 25, Hyrule Warriors.
All right.
You know,
Wow.
the bottom end of that list isn't too bad.
No.
The top end could use some.
That's a solid top.
We have a proclamation here from Blue Claw Red, who I do believe donated earlier.
Okay, this is interesting. Now, Blue Claw, you had 5 movements because you donated $100. Ocarina is currently at number 2, so you can only move it up 1. However, that pains me to say, would you rather move down Majora's Mask 4?
No.
Why don't you let us know what your 5th movement is?
Oh, they said Majora.
Oh my
down.
gosh.
Wow, Majora's Mask.
Man, Majora's Mask toppling down.
Can someone go do that for me? I'm not doing it. I'm
Being
not,
sent
I
to the
can't.
local
You're the
medical
only one who
facility.
can.
Oh, god dang it. Okay.
That's the way the cookie crumbles here on the Zelda Dungeon Marathon.
Sometimes the only way to go is down.
Now I'm seeing the culmination of a race here. Team Everyman, I think, has maybe a half dozen puzzle pieces left on their first puzzle, and they might just take the crown of the first puzzle completed from Team I Don't Know, who is our early favorite.
Yeah, Team Everyman does look like they are coming in for the kill, as it were, and about to complete their first puzzle.
I don't see a lot of loose puzzle pieces on that table.
No, of course, a little bit of their table is obscured from our vision, probably by design from Team Everyman. But I just don't think that looking at the talent on Team I Don't Know, we can count them out at all.
No, absolutely not.
I think the one thing that I just realized is once one of the puzzles is completed,
Oh my gosh, wait.
it doesn't just make the other easier to complete. It makes it significantly easier.
We've got our man on the field, Nico, taking a closer look at Team Everyman. Thortalk's got his radar. You know, they're pinging his radar here. What's going on, Nico?
They're almost done with the puzzles.
Say that louder and more.
Team Everyman is almost done with both puzzles.
It's time to turn up the heat because it looks like Team Everyman might be imminently closing in on victory here.
The sleeping giant.
Do we have boss music that we can start?
We should.
I could just dun 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 dun.
That extra competitor is paying dividends here. It looks like we've got a $1 donation as well. Who is from Anonymous? Who is winning? I don't know. I don't know who's winning.
I don't know if that's true yet.
No, I know who is winning. I don't know. Okay, I give up. Who's in second? Everyman. Everyman is in second place. That doesn't make sense either. Who is in first if Everyman is in second? I don't know.
That's kind of
That was great.
That's kind of the internal monologue of the entire couch here.
That's right. But by God, we'll be calling this action till the bitter end.
This is very close, y'all.
How far we are into this thing? Like we don't have the timer.
Do we have a timer?
Do we have a
There was not, unfortunately, there was not a timer. However, I think we're about.
Almost 2 hours in.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Has it been 2 hours? Time flies.
We started at about 9, I believe.
About 9. We are narrowing in on 2 hours for this puzzle, which is, I think last year they said it took them 55 minutes to complete.
Yes, it took me 55 minutes. To
It took
complete the
Nico
puzzles last
55
year,
minutes.
Yes, me and my fantastic team.
Just a hair under an hour.
Certainly a test of endurance here, as normally our competitors would be closing in on victory. For
And
the
very
night.
truly, I think maybe Team Everyman is indeed narrowing in on that.
Right.
Honestly, if we started
We
about,
got some taps. We got some tippy tappies coming.
if
You
we
know what that
started at
means.
9, they may finish 2 puzzles before, in less time it took for every team to finish 1 puzzle last year.
The taps are.
The taps are coming in.
The taps are strong. The taps
And that
are.
usually signifies that the end could be near.
That's how you assert dominance when you're putting a puzzle together. You tap it a couple extra times. You don't need to.
I see a half
Do it anyway.
dozen loose puzzle pieces on that table.
Y'all, I see maybe, 1, 2, 3, I think maybe less than 10 pieces left for Team Everyman. Wait, is that a complete puzzle?
We have 1 puzzle complete.
I think Team Everyman has completed 1 puzzle.
We might need a man over there for instant reaction and analysis.
Team Everyman has run away with this.
We've got the officials over there checking the authenticity.
That is 1 puzzle down for Team Everyman.
It looks like the end could be coming.
And
Quite
I think,
quickly.
I think they maybe have 6
Wow.
pieces left for their second.
Avalanche victory.
Mas, you always lose.
You look confident.
Well, there's too many cooks in the kitchen.
And the kitchen is
Smoking.
mighty hot.
Guys, I think we're on the last 3 pieces.
Holy
It looks
cow.
like
1. Oh, no, not yet. Okay.
Wait.
the end is nigh. It looks like victory is at hand.
Oh, that's a lot of hands on that screen.
Thank you. It's been driving me insane.
And it looks like it's
I
down
think that's
to the
it.
No,
We're
we got
down
one
to the
more.
end.
We got a loose
We're
piece.
so cool.
Let's not call
One
it
more
too early, guys.
One more.
Slap it when you're done.
Give us a good slap when it's done.
Slap it.
An audible.
And there it is! Wow!
Oh my!
Team Everyman has realized the dream!
The childhood dream has come true. For every man.
You might be able to see that this is a victory for every man.
It sure is.
It really is. Maybe
Really
that's
is a
why
victory.
they chose that name, because they
Yeah,
are
show 'em
just
off to the
that
camera.
giving
Show 'em
Oh,
up.
gosh.
This is what this marathon is all about, guys. The
Push it back a
underdog
little bit. Push
rising
it back
up.
just a little bit.
Against all odds, against every complication in this race,
Incredible.
Team Everyman completed 2 puzzles in less time it took for last year's team to complete 1 puzzle.
Now that just goes to show the quality of athlete, of competitor in this competition here, and hopefully we're going to be able to get a word with some of our team participants here in just a moment.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should maybe first grab Adrielle, whose mother has been with
Yes.
us all the way.
Adrielle. Wait, actually, before we do that, can I get a still picture?
Oh, we got a photo op going on here with Team Everyman.
And this is truly a moment to remember, one that they'll want to remember for the rest of their lives.
I don't think we'll ever see a puzzle like this again. You know, a puzzle competition.
This is truly a monumental victory, sullied somewhat by our commissioner's involvement in the picture.
In all of the hullabaloo, we cannot ignore the fact that Team I Don't Know has finished their first puzzle.
That is
they're-
correct.
They're
yeah.
very, very close to sealing the deal, finishing it off, second place.
Right. And you know what? Second place isn't a bad place to be.
Not at all, not at all. Silver is definitely worth something.
I think we need a
I wonder if our-
representative from Team Everyman over here to talk about their strategy.
Our producers are asking for Adrielle.
You can bring anything you want.
Now, Adrielle, I understand that this might be the biggest victory of your young Zelda Dungeon career so far. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I would like to say that Thunderblight was harder than that.
Okay.
It sure was.
Sure was.
Okay.
And that's it.
What was
All right.
what do you think brought your team to victory tonight?
It's just really hard to find extremely subtle purpose.
Well, we had a lot of good division of labor. We were like edges, and then we realized quickly which ones went with which. We did certain edges, and we went inside from there, and then we separated blue and red, and I don't know, in the middle, and then we also would switch. We'd say new eyes, new eyes, new eyes.
You heard it here first. Edging was the key.
Right.
That's it.
The sleeping giant.
I wonder, your mom has been with you every step of the way. Was knowing that she was watching, did that add any haste to your movement speed tonight?
Listen, I love puzzles. I love puzzles a lot. I love
portals.
I love
I
portals.
tell you what, it looks like your mom is sharing in the victory because she was just gifted tier 1 sub.
Wow.
Your mom's sharing this with you.
Most distinguished.
My mother knows that I like puzzles.
Wow. Well,
And you know, I think secretly I was rooting for you the whole time, sipping on my beer from Brooklyn. What can I say?
Hey, you're Brooklyn's.
Well, maybe we'll let you go enjoy a much-deserved celebration with your team. Congratulations on your victory tonight.
Team Everyman!
It's a pleasure.
So who's coming in second? Are we looking at a
I
finish?
think Team I Don't Know. We didn't have to be here though. They're coming pretty close, but
Right.
That's the race right now.
I'm
The
pretty sure that
deception
it's-
game of we didn't ask to be here again coming in strong. I was almost tricked for a second there into thinking that one of theirs was completed, but it looks like they.
Yeah, that's a
looks like
poster.
they're not far off.
Yeah, that's a poster.
That's
That's not a puzzle.
Impending Korok's still at the little bit of a gap in the center.
That is no
But their
puzzle.
other puzzle coming together quite nicely, it looks like.
Looks like a poster showed up.
looks like a poster was here. Took a dump on the table and left that. Yeah, they I don't know. It's definitely bringing in second place right here.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say.
Just a few pieces away.
Yeah.
I tell you what, like the challenge for them really was that kind of like overwhelmingly brown color around that around Link right there. You know what I mean? It's hard to differentiate those pieces. Whereas you look at Team Everyman's puzzles, you know, it's a good mix of blue and white with the clouds. On
Not
each
to
one.
take not to take anything away from the winners here, but yeah, I totally agree with that that observation.
And you know what? Sometimes that's just the luck of the draw. You know, some things,
Absolutely.
some nights, some things go your way. Other nights, maybe not so much. But it's how you adapt, and we still have our competitors giving everything they've got.
I mean, Alex is giving the whole top half of her body to the. Well, she's gone now, but she was right up in there.
Yeah, she.
Josh over here, I see a lot of yellow, and you can tell he's getting into it.
Yeah, it's like we got like maybe 5 pieces left on that thing.
Just a blinding yellow over there.
Very yellow.
And a nice look to the camera from team captain Josh Slinsky, who we hope to get over here for an interview after his team finishes, which it does look like they are destined to finish in second place here.
Make sure you give it a nice slap.
Finding those last few stragglers there.
It looks like they won't be far off from officially becoming the second team to finish, as Locke puts in the final few pieces here.
Close. Give it a nice good slap when it's done.
Some strategizing, but it does look like the end is imminent. And the picture has been taken. And there it is! Folks. Team I Don't Know finishing in second.
Why is it damn near tall?
Look at that. Yeah, so now
Wait, who's the Goron? Pluto?
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's Sean and Josh right now.
What an impressive display of intestinal fortitude from our competitors, finishing 2 puzzles over there. And 2 difficult puzzles, if I do say so.
Yeah, you know, I actually would like to get Josh over here to kind of comment on his performance tonight.
Right.
He's a little cramped up right now. I think when he gets it all straightened out, he'll be over.
All right.
So
That you know, and then there were 2.
our backstage reporter is over there talking to the competitors right now, so hopefully he comes back with some inside information or scoops.
So now comes an interesting part of this puzzle race, the race for third, because you got to realize that the pressure is on to finish first,
Right.
but the pressure then becomes not to finish last.
Yeah.
And this is perhaps the most interesting part of this matchup, and this is really where pride comes in.
I'll tell you what, they're looking about neck and neck. I don't see a difference between their 2 puzzles. I see about the same completion level on both sides.
I would say we didn't ask to be here. The red puzzle that they're working on, the upper red puzzle, I guess you should say, is looking pretty complete. If I'm looking at the right thing, am I looking at a puzzle or a poster there?
Well, there's a poster up later, so it's puzzle closest to the camera, then a poster.
Okay, I was
Then
looking
there's
at
a puzzle that's being obscured by Moogle.
Once again, we didn't ask to be here. Throws me off my game.
But look down at Impending Korok's puzzle closest to the camera. That thing's almost completed. I see Link.
It's
Single puzzle.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's the coolest art. Is,
which one?
Impending Korok's.
The Link, yeah.
the Link Link with the Wind Waker in his hand?
I like this one over here, the red one. It's kind of similar.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know, chat. What's your favorite puzzle image?
Everybody, favorite puzzle.
It's hard to pick a favorite.
I
They're all-
personally
they're all so
really
great.
love the one with the red background and the Wind Waker.
Okay,
That's my favorite
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
I like it.
You got good taste.
Makar on there. I like Makar.
You got Makar on there? Where?
Yeah, really small. I'll show you. Look.
I see him.
He's like right down the bottom right there. See that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just hiding.
You know, Mosley, that strategy that you just mentioned is so effective. As I, as well, was almost as thrown off of team we didn't ask to be here's progress.
This entire time, I mean, I've not been able to call that team.
Looking a little bit further back, though, I still do see some gappage in their puzzle.
Gappage?
It looks like I might have to give the slight lead to Impending Koroks.
Tell us more about that gappage there, Andy.
Well, you can look over and you can see the border there, but you'll notice almost like little islands in between. There's little spurts of colors, hues of yellow and purple, with some gappage in between representing the color of the table in between. So obviously the competitors want to fill that up as fast as they can.
Gappage becoming a huge factor in this race for third.
And it's all about filling that gappage. The quicker to fill the gappage, the quicker to victory you'll get.
So awesome.
You know, the girth from earlier may come in handy here in filling that gappage.
Girth has given way to gappage.
Right.
Now, which team do you feel filled the gappage faster with the girth than the other teams with their gappage?
There's no denying the genetic jackhammers that are Team Everyman.
The genetic girthy jackhammers,
Absolutely.
known as Team Everyman.
Absolutely.
Just absolutely destroying the gappage.
They hate gappage.
They eliminated their gappage with their girth.
You see gappage, you gotta feel it. I mean, that's just a fact of life.
Well,
are we gonna get a representative from Team I Don't Know over here?
Can we get?
Team I Don't Know. We need someone.
Can we get Team Captain Josh Zielinski?
Josh Zielinski.
Do we have Josh? Is he still in the building?
We got SpongeBob on chat.
SpongeBob, I wonder if you could tell us about your experience tonight in this competition.
My back hurts. I'm very tall.
Yeah, you are.
So I want your expert opinion here, Josh.
Yeah.
You can see your completed puzzle, and you can see Team Everyman's completed puzzle.
Okay.
In your opinion, which team had the harder set?
I don't know. I think the bottom ones might be a little bit more difficult.
Interesting.
Okay. Josh, your team was composed of a lot of Zelda Dungeon veterans. What does your second place finish tonight say about your guys' future at this puzzle competition? In a way that you might need to adapt.
I need to get myself a sixth man next time.
The sixth man.
The sixth man.
You think that's what gave Team I Don't Know the edge, or say Team Everyman?
It definitely didn't hurt.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything that you would say to the decision maker behind that seemingly miscarriage of justice.
I don't know. I wish it didn't happen every year. Or at least if it did, I would get that sixth man.
What?
Maybe we just need a fifth commentator down here.
Do you think that you are considering retirement?
Are you gonna retire to the couch?
We'll see how I feel next year.
All right. Well,
My back is recovered.
Right.
at this age, it may take a minute. You know what I mean?
You talking from experience?
Absolutely, I am.
When was the last time you did a puzzle?
When it did a puzzle? No, I never do the puzzle.
Never did the puzzle.
No.
So you have no experience in this puzzle business?
No, see, I have all the experience on the couch, though.
He's a talking man. He's not a doing man.
Yeah, I like to talk.
If you could just give us a hint about what the future may hold for you, our viewers are dying to know what might be next for team captain Josh Zielinski.
I mean, at the moment, I don't see any signs of stopping.
Stoppage.
Right.
Yeah, there's no stoppage, unlike there's gappage.
That's good.
You got to fill that gap.
For what it's worth, too, the back puzzle of We Didn't Ask to Be Here still showing, unfortunately, significant gappage.
I mean, same with Impending Koroks.
How's the girth going over here, folks?
Right. Well, Josh, congratulations on your silver medal victory tonight.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you compete in many more competitions.
All right.
And if not in the, if not in the field, maybe here on the couch.
The couch does look nice.
It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
It's good.
You don't go home sore after commentating. Unlike last year, it took me a couple days to recover.
How long did it take for that toe to get better?
At least probably a day, I would say, if not more.
Usually it's worse the next day.
You put your body on the line when you are an active competitor putting together these jigsaw puzzles. So once again, I would just like to congratulate all of our competitors and remind our viewers that you can donate to No Kid Hungry. $1 feeds 10 children. So we would encourage everybody to keep the donations flowing. You've been so generous tonight. We're having a great time, and there's lots more to come as the race for third place continues.
It's heating up, honestly.
Oh man.
All right. Any predictions, guys?
Boy, I think We Didn't Ask to Be Here might be coming up in third.
I think so.
I think that's a solid.
I think they're starting to pull ahead here, especially considering the back puzzle of Impending Koroks.
But if I'm being completely honest, this looks ridiculously hard.
Right.
The fact that that Team Everyman finished in, I guess, and wait, has this timer been going on the whole time?
Those finish times are wrong.
Within that exact perfect time is incredible, and to think that it finished only 2 seconds later.
It was a heck of a race.
Truly incredible. It's amazing. Those 2 seconds seem
Nico
to really
is that newcomer commentator. Doesn't know what time people finish.
He's a journalist. This guy.
Yeah.
Journalists don't know what time is.
I think I tend to agree with you, Nico. It looks like We Didn't Ask to Be Here might be rounding up on a third place victory. I do see a lot of gappage still in Impending Koroks, but again, I don't think we can count them out.
A bit more fillage. We Didn't Ask to Be Here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious as to what you guys think as far as Team Impending Koroks. Where did they go wrong?
I think it may have been luck of the draw with both the puzzles and the table they're working with.
I think that table was.
think the table.
That was their heel.
It's a curse table.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Not only is that table only 1.5 foot up off the ground, it's very light brown.
Definitely not fair, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen, life, it's not fair.
Life ain't fair.
Nor is this Zelda dungeon business, which our competitors are giving everything they have for.
Their bodies.
But it does look like at the end of the day, the gappage to fillage ratio might be Impending Koroks undoing.
The girth really is increasing.
Right.
The gappage down there on the puzzle up top, though, is
significant.
Wow, that's Grand Canyon almost.
Meanwhile, for what it's worth, the gappage on the Impending Koroks bottom puzzle does seem to be filling up, swelling to the point it's almost complete.
It could be an avalanche situation where, as soon as they finish their first puzzle, all of that momentum will carry on to the second puzzle. They may take the lead.
Right.
I see some slowing.
But can I also mention, look at these smiles. We got smiles on the team still working on their puzzles, and I think that's great.
And that's what it's all about, by God. And you can put smiles on faces yourself by donating to the Zelda Dungeon Marathon's charity of choice this year, No Kid Hungry. $1 will help feed 10 children. So if you can and are able, that would be much appreciated. And if you can't, just share. And share wherever you can, and that is also going to do some real good.
Right now it is 11 p.m. I'm going to make a wish that y'all donate and get us up to 13,000.
Yeah.
I know we can do it.
And we're close.
Last year, we broke our record with a little over 16,000. I think we can break the record again this year.
We can break Ric Flair's record this year.
We think it
can
needs to
break
be more
Ric
like
Flair.
21. You know what I'm saying? More like 21.
You say 21? I say 22.
I'm going to say 20. Okay, well. $1, Bob.
$1 Bob. You heard it here first. $1 Bob.
The Jake the Snake special, 22.
The competition rages on here as Team Impending Koroks looks to be closing in on their first puzzle. I don't think it'll be too long. In fact, they might even be ahead of We Didn't Ask to Be Here. The only problem with that is that the second puzzle from Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here looks to have significantly less gappage than the second puzzle.
It seems like both teams are now investing all of their time in one puzzle.
However, it does seem that the top part of We Didn't Ask to Be Here is it's much girthier than the top portion of Impending Koroks second puzzle.
The top puzzle on Impending Koroks, I mean, it seems like they focused all their attention on the bottom puzzle, which is fine in most instances. But that top puzzle is it's just a little blowed out, if I'm not
You think that's going to be a challenge?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real challenge. I think when they get the first puzzle done, like I said earlier, the only pieces that are left have to go in the only puzzle that's left. But they have not been working on that puzzle very hard.
Well, they're going to have to certainly shift focus here pretty quickly to remedy that gappage, and we'll see if they're up for the challenge here.
It appears that Katie is hiding Impending Koroks progression purposefully.
She is playing the stealth game, which
well, the whole team is. We can't see the table at all.
And we've seen that strategy work in the past. Like, can you think of a time before when you may have even employed this strategy yourself?
No, I can't.
You're more of an upfront
You're the one
fighter.
You're the one with RKOs out of nowhere.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, absolutely. I can think of many. I can't think of one. I can think of multiple. I can think of one time in particular, giving good old Kevin a stone cold stunner right in front of the camera.
Wow.
To which he sold incredibly well. So, Kev, wherever you're at, good job on that selling. Almost Shawn Michaels worthy.
That's high praise.
Yes.
Wow. Well,
it could be that as soon as Katie moves out of the screen here,
we're getting a quick glimpse into Impending Koroks, but now they've completely covered the puzzle and are keeping their cards close, as it were. So we'll have to wait for an update on their progress.
Blocking the gappage doesn't negate the need for fillage.
Every once in a while, you get a peek at that gappage a little bit, and then you can kind of see where they're at and where they're standing here. I don't think that they're coming up on third as hard as I would hope, but they're still getting the job done.
Yeah.
And it's not the size that matters. It's the motion of the puzzle.
Right.
I'm starting to notice a newfound energy in Impending Koroks.
I think that
I see them. I was
going to say the culmination of one puzzle may give them that boost, that motivation.
Yes. I think that hidden puzzle there is just about to be finished.
I think you're right.
I think the anticipation of finally filling that gap.
Oh yeah. Katie's going for the reach.
Yeah.
I saw like maybe one puzzle piece left to go.
The tiniest gappage only needs the littlest fillage.
Are we seeing any double taps over here? That very well could be what's going on.
Nico, in other words, are we saying that girth may be overrated here?
I do think that there is a very good factor in that the girth could be overrated.
Yeah, I think you're onto something.
I know I'm onto something.
Well,
it's all about the gappage in the village.
We've seen technique play a much larger role in this year's village jigsaw puzzle.
It is all about technique. Whether you're in the field getting the experience, whether you're watching it at home, you can gather a lot about gappage,
right,
and filling said gappage
with village.
With village,
that's right.
As it pertains to the Zelda Dungeon Marathon puzzle race.
Is that? I think we are
so
mere
close.
We are
pieces.
It's imminent that puzzle
village
is going to be swollen.
Oh my goodness!
We got a donation.
Who's that there up on the screen?
Wow, this is a donation from Sam Spiteri.
Who's that?
That is my beautiful wife. $20. Keep up the phenomenal commentary.
Thanks, wife.
And let me tell you something. We've done a puzzle or two in our time, and
What's
I
that
have them
supposed to
hung in
be?
my basement.
Village, gappage, girth, what?
Well, I'm just saying, we've built some puzzles, and they look great. They're all Zelda puzzles.
Nice.
But we've never built two at the same time, which is what we got going on right now.
It gets kind of complicated when you try to do that, as we've seen.
That's right. These competitors reaching the end, but trying to just fight and will their way to the end of this competition, even though it looks like Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here and Impending Koroks might be spent.
We didn't ask to be here. They're struggling a little bit. It looked like they were gonna close in on it fairly quickly, but I don't know. I mean, they're struggling a little bit.
You know, there's multiple people on Team We Didn't Ask to Be Here that are on my future Tears of the Kingdom bingo team. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Okay, you're leaving it confident.
Right. Well,
you know what? That means that puzzles might not be their thing. Jigsaw puzzles, but perhaps video game puzzles are their thing.
A lot of gappage in Tears of the Kingdom. That's for sure.
There's a lot of gappage, but there's no village in Tears of the Kingdom. That's
well,
the
and
thing.
here's the thing about Tears of the Kingdom. That's a 16-hour time slot.
How much?
16.
16.
So endurance has never been more important than it might be during Tears of the Kingdom.
Endurance is something we have really not talked about.
I think that stamina should be a topic of discussion.
Now, stamina is very important if you want to get the Master Sword.
Absolutely.
Right. Now, newer players have a tendency maybe to come in and try and get the Master Sword as quick as they can. Well, as more veterans might have a different experience or a different game plan here, building up to that moment and really making it mean something.
That same can be said about these puzzles.
I don't know about you gentlemen, but the first time I went for the Master Sword, I just couldn't hang on. I got thrown right off.
You know,
well, I mean, it happens to the best of us.
I went to the Master Sword with full stamina.
I was going to say, Team Impending Koroks, there's one piece missing. I can see it.
There's one piece missing. We're about to have a table slap.
One piece.
This is the anticipation of this slap.
The anticipation is palpable.
Nico is going over to maybe get some real-time reactions.
We gotta get that slap sealed in time.
I was gonna say, I think we're seeing a momentum shift here.
I think we are too.
Impending Koroks, they are dividing their attention amongst their two puzzles, and they're making a lot of headway on that top one.
I dare say the gappage now, but in their second puzzles, is equal, if not swung, in the favor of Impending Koroks.
Whereas we asked to be here, they're focusing a lot more on the puzzle that we can see here in frame.
You know, guys, I gotta say, there's been a lot of questions about our integrity as it pertains to whether or not as much experience as we've had with puzzles, but I think that our commentary has a direct effect on these teams.
It's true?
Yep, no doubt about that, Mosley.
I think that Impending Koroks may have...
That's a completed puzzle. I think that was the last piece they needed.
Well, they didn't slap it.
I wonder...
You gotta slap the puzzle.
We'll have to send Nico in to get the inside scoop here, but it does look like, at least from our vantage point, we might have a completed puzzle.
Nope, they're still working on it.
We see Katie trying to desperately find the one missing piece to finally fill that gappage once and for all.
Eliminate that gappage.
By any means necessary.
Bad RNG. Bad puzzle RNG. We're gonna like.
Alex is attributing it to bad RNG.
Focus.
The randomness, because again, I got a sneak peek view into the behind the scenes putting together of these puzzles. Both sets, both puzzles were put into a single box, ruffled around, shaken around, and then presented to the team. So there really was a lot of randomness involved here.
Yeah.
Absolutely the worst. You don't know what you're gonna get, and I've been in that situation before, and it's confusing at best and terrifying at worst. So props to these competitors for stepping up to the plate here tonight, and you can step up to the plate as well by donating to No Kid Hungry. $1 feeds 10 children. Let's put an end to hunger, and you can check that out over on Zelda Dungeons marathon page.
Speaking of which,
donation!
We got a $20 donation from Gappage. I'm melting! I'm melting!
Well, these competitors are rapidly melting away their gappage by filling it with fillage.
McKenna getting hydrating a little bit over there, getting a little fuel for the fire.
You can present plenty of fillage for those kids, those hungry kids out there by donating.
Let's eliminate the gappage of empty tables and fill it.
I heard that there is one more piece left. We're desperately trying to get some information.
It's RK Studios. Hunger is truly just the gappage of the stomach.
Absolutely.
We're filling up these puzzles just like we're filling up hungry kids' tummies.
That's right. And that is the name of the game. We're having fun here, but this is all for No Kid Hungry, and they're doing a great job. They're trying to end hunger, and every dollar that you donate can feed 10 kids. And it's not the actual food, but it's the infrastructure of getting food to these kids that actually need the food. So there's a lot more to it than just literally making food and ingredients, stuff like that. There's logistics and infrastructure that's needed as well. So that's what this charity is all about.
Nico's playing the role of the photojournalist out there. He's taking photos. He's trying to get the money shot, if you will, of impending Koroks finishing off that thing. I think that's the end. Maybe we can get a nice good slap on that last puzzle.
We don't have it yet.
They don't have it yet.
They thought they were finished, and then it just maybe they lost a little stamina or something happened. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
We're in the twilight, moments of this puzzle race here. Things are getting.
Now, worth mentioning too, we didn't ask to be here. We're waiting for impending Koroks to finish, but they're not far off either.
No.
There's very limited gappage left on their puzzle. The tension mounting here as the teams are furiously competing into the home stretch here. Or at least of their first puzzle.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention really quick, we just have a certain Slick Vic.
Slick Vic
coming into. Yeah, he's about 1,000 miles away, but he wouldn't miss this for the world. And we're just going to give him the screen for just a moment.
If you can't hear him, Slick Vic, he's 1,000 miles away.
Okay.
We have a puzzle. We have a puzzle completed.
Okay, I have the sail.
You can't hear a dang thing that Vic is saying on the screen.
microphones
He's got to get on the mic.
Hold on, Vic. We're going to put you up to the mic here, Vic. And then, all right, go for it.
I'm doing a little slow. I've been working on length, so give me like.
All right, well, thanks for having me. I'm here live via satellite in parts unknown. I was visiting all the contestants' locations. I've studied all their moves, and now I can't find my way back home.
What do you think about the level of gappage in this year's puzzle races? I mean, it's been absolutely incredible.
Level of gabbage?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Well, could you define gabbage or use it in a sentence?
Okay, well, as far as gappage is concerned, you got to fill it. So, I mean, we've seen a lot of that going on. And it looks like there's a significant amount of gappage involved in We Didn't Ask to Be Here. Still kind of, I don't know what's going on
Filling
with
in the
Koroks, but do you have any predictions for third place here, Slick Vic?
Yes. The team that's producing the least amount of puzzle pieces is in third place.
Well said, brother. I couldn't have said it better myself. And we thank you for joining us at this puzzle, inconspicuous by your absence, and we're glad that you could be here with us today, Vic.
Slick Vic.
It couldn't be once I got you couldn't kick me far, that's all I gotta say.
You traveled through hellfire and brimstone to be here, is what I heard. All right, so Slick Vic is going to be attending a certain event over in California, and
looking for some gaps.
He's going to be filling any gappage he finds. Slick Vic, you have a good one, brother.
Wow, thank you, Slick Vic. We got a donation from Squishy, $3.16.
Woo! 316. What? What? Squishy 316 says I just
squished your.
I just filled your.
I just filled your.
What?
180 degrees.
I tried so hard.
I just filled your gappage. Can I get a hell yeah? Check, can I get a hell yeah?
Yeah, baby, right
right there.
This race for third is. We've got a face up above us.
We got another donation, Andy.
Yeah, this is from $20 from My Gapages. Move Tears of the Kingdom up once, please. Love, Hyrulean Cookie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Leslie.
We're getting some
Yeah, this has been for about the last 20 minutes or so. We don't know what's going on, but yeah, a lot of backage going on here. We see a portion of the puzzle over there on the left.
Mallory using her signature red hair to obscure the vision of the puzzle from other competitors.
It's hard to look away from that red hair. It really is. It's like it puts you in a trance almost when you see it.
This is once again.
Mossy's jumping the gun a little bit here on.
Got some Triforce Heroes sounds going on.
I don't know what's happening here, but I've been assured that we're going to stay with this as long as it takes to see who is the last team to fill their gappage.
I mean, at this point, it's one gappage versus two gappages. You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you something I know for sure is that two gappages is worse than one, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Frankly, it makes me sick to see gappage. I have a vendetta here. I need to fill it.
Andy's been feuding with gappages his whole career.
That's part of the reason I'm retired to the commentary booth. But one thing that I would like to remind everybody here is that we are raising money for No Kid Hungry. And $1 can help fill the gappage between hungry kids and getting their food by providing meals. Every $1 provides 10 meals, and that provides infrastructure, provides all those details to get the food to the kids. ID Newton, Mossies did indeed win Breath of the Wild. Unfortunately.
I thought it was too. Damn.
Guess we're staying up.
Oh, dude, that's
I was bound for the pool after this one.
I'm bound for the bed.
Bound for glory.
We're on the edge of glory, and so is Team Impending Koroks, honestly. That puzzle's just about finished up.
It looks like they have all but secured third spot.
Yeah, Impending Koroks coming from the bottom. Now they're here. They were not the favorites to, like, you know, they were.
No,
they weren't my number one pick. They weren't even my second or third number one pick. But,
I think a lot of people may have looked at them as the underdog who was potentially looking at a last place finish, but it seems like they're picking it up quickly and well on their way to a third place victory here.
And with all the sneaky shenanigans of we didn't ask to be here, we figured they had some last minute surprises, but you know, it was.
Nico is back.
Hey, I was gonna sit down, but there's a link between worlds on my spot.
Nah, just scoot that over. It's a little early to the party, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh wow, we got some gappage donations while I was out.
We read those gappages.
I was busy. I had to fix my camera. It was malfunctioned.
So out there on the field, do you have any insight into how this last minute
I got to tell you,
this fight for third is going?
I think that
I think Impending Koroks is slightly closer. That's about it. Just
that would have been good.
I've put all my energy into this puzzle, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I can a link between worlds, if you know what I mean.
Times are on screen. They are incorrect, however, they do portray the actual rankings. The numbers themselves are incorrect.
Are you surprised by Impending Korok's last minute performance here?
Yes, incredibly.
Did you see them taking third?
Frankly, I saw them taking second.
Okay.
I'm a little disappointed. Whoa!
But what's not disappointing is we've got a donation.
Let me clear some. You all have read these, right?
Yes, we read those.
Gappage, squishy, my gappages.
We have got a $52.68 donation from Owen Newton.
Yeah!
for the children, and to drop Age of Calamity down 2 slots.
You got it?
So,
thank you.
Amen to that. Age of Calamity going down.
That puts us at 12,700. Just
Wow!
300 shy of 13.
That's a nice clean number.
Did we move Tears of the Kingdom up?
Yeah.
Thank you, Court.
127.
Wow. That is 127,000 meals. That's
That's a lot of gappage filled right there.
that is filling a lot of stomachs, is what it's filling. Whole lot of fillage.
Now Lionel's danger.
Now it's not quite time, but are y'all excited for the next segment? We got a Link Between Worlds coming
Link
up.
Between Worlds is my favorite
I'm
subject.
Don't ask me that question.
You know, I know how much you love a Link Between Worlds.
I love it.
I know how much you love those
Are
Maya
you playing A Link Between Worlds?
I am not playing. Not this year.
Would you like to?
You know, if Mossy's told me to diversify a little bit this year, so I am sitting out on A Link Between Worlds, letting the rookies take stage.
Yeah, that's not a good idea though.
Why am I'm farming my competition?
Not for me.
Oh.
I'm just talking about for myself.
No, I don't want to play. I want to go to bed.
I can't tell how close Impending Koroks is.
I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. to play A Link to the Past, taking place tomorrow morning.
I'm mostly excited for my last event, which is Tears of the Kingdom Bingo, taking place for how long? 16 hours.
Yeah, I got to do that too.
I'm ready.
At some point.
It's here. Don't worry about it. You have it.
I think I'll be sleeping through the game.
I'm just gonna sit back and wait to get called up to the main roster on that one.
Yeah. I mean, as has been the case the whole puzzle here, Impending Koroks obscuring their progress.
I think Palmer is entirely on top of the table.
Yeah.
I am
We'll see how that affects his body long term.
You know, it's actually a traditional German puzzle-solving technique.
Well, you know, they say when you put your entire weight on the pin, you know, that's kind of what you want.
Right.
That's a good point. It's got strong knees.
Good knees.
This is the type of international flavor and strategies that Palmer brings to Team Impending Koroks here. Looks like we got a 3rd place finish.
We had no idea it was coming.
Wow!
Impending Korok, German, suplexing the competition with 2 completed puzzles to take number 3, but not far behind as we didn't ask to be here. Living up to their name. They didn't ask to be here, they didn't ask to win.
Right, and you know what? They're just having a good time, but congratulations to Impending Koroks. He's coming away with the 3rd place victory, and hopefully we're going to get one of them over here to talk soon.
Yeah.
And see if we can gain some insight into their 3rd place finish.
Corey, maybe you can get us a representative over here to kind of discuss their strategy.
Do you think we could? Where are they at? Where are they at?
Impending Koroks. Let's get some. Maybe our international contestant,
Palmer?
Our international participant, Palmer.
Right.
Palmer. Palmer. We want
Palmer, the German suplex Palmer.
We want Palmer, the German suplex Palmer. You can take my spot right here, bud.
We are joined by Palmer, the suplex, the German suplex Palmer, throwing water down.
Palmer, congratulations on your team's 3rd place victory. Can you talk me through your guys' strategies and any obstacles that you encountered tonight?
So one of the main obstacles was, if you look at those 2 puzzles, they look exactly the same. So that was one of the biggest issues.
Right.
You're not wrong.
The first thing we noticed was that the left puzzle had a lot more vibrant colors, and the right puzzle had a lot more cool colors. So we tried to separate by that.
Right. We do have a question in the chat here. Corey Richmond is asking if there may be any foreign strategies for gappage filling that you may have brought over from Germany.
Yes, I tried to separate them by the shape a lot earlier than most other people would, I feel.
Right.
That's a German strategy.
Apparently.
Only Germans know shapes.
How key was that? You know,
at the very end, like towards the end, it became very close.
They're so different.
It became very much about that.
Is there anything that you would say, looking at Team I Don't Know and Team Everyman's puzzles, seeing how they're clearly different, but yours are, well, they could be twins almost?
Yeah, crooked. Everything is very crooked here.
Right. Unfortunately, that's probably not the last time we've heard that accusation.
What does he? I think that's honestly a tale as old as time regarding these puzzles. Who knows what next year will bring? Calamer, looking forward to the year to come.
Yes.
Right.
Do you have any aspirations for your puzzle, your gappage filling career moving forward?
I will. I feel like I need to be working. If there's multiple puzzles in the future, I need to be working on both of them much more simultaneously. A lot more switching around. That was also a big thing. Just turning ourselves around the table to get a new view at the whole picture.
Right.
Like doing that from way earlier on.
Right. You got to make sure that you heat them both up. You can't just take one and ignore the other.
And you really just can't see everything from one angle all the time. If you look at the same angle the whole time, you will not see anything after like a good 20 minutes.
That's truly the best policy, I think.
I agree as well. Well, certainly, I think that you guys did a fantastic job and certainly lasted longer than the other two teams. So congratulations on your third place victory tonight.
Thank you.
And the best of luck in the future here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Palmer all the way from Germany.
So I'm just thinking to the future here. Do you think there's potential in a three puzzle race at some point?
I have some news to report.
Oh.
It seems that team we didn't ask to be here has changed their name.
What is it?
Oh, wow.
They have changed their name to Team Gappage.
Team Gappage?
Wow.
Yes.
Taking the catchphrase to a whole new level.
Now, not only that, but I happened to walk over there and notice a small orange piece underneath the table.
Wow.
Who knows how long it had been sitting there? I decided to pick it up, pass it over.
Now, would you would you say that that's due to some of the newcomers on that team? Formerly team we didn't ask to be here,
you know
now
what?
Team Gappage.
I would actually say it was probably from Mossy's blowing so much hot air from this side of the room.
Wow.
That it came over to this side and blew a couple pieces onto the ground.
Wow, we've seen that those type of underhanded tactics before, so I can't say that I'm surprised. I am disappointed though.
Yeah, I'm also disappointed in Moss, but it happens. I think we've all been there.
Well, Team Gappage, true to their word, they do like Gappage. There's still a little bit left on their second puzzle, but the first one is rapidly filling up, and we're hoping to be filling up some kids' bellies as well. We're donating to No Kid Hungry this year. $1 will provide meals for 10 kids, so we're hoping that you guys continue to be as generous as you have been as Team Gappage gets to the end.
Have we raised $1,000 during the puzzle?
Oh, I would say.
I think so, yeah.
I think we have. I think over $1,000 during just the puzzle.
Wow,
that's
incredible.
That's a lot of gappage filled.
We filled some gappage towards $13,000. Now we're just $300 away from $13,000. If everybody in chat were to donate $3 to $5, we'd hit it. No problem. If you have a couple extra dollars, think of how easy it is. It can connect to any sort of payment method you have that goes through Tiltify, and you are able to help support such an important cause that is feeding kids that are hungry.
And we're starting our Link Between Worlds, race here pretty soon. I think
we are just slightly behind schedule. Not much.
Yeah, but
for the second to last day or third to last day.
But I think we
ZD,
still have you still got time to get some file names in there. Do you want to get your file name in there? Donate to a file name for a Link Between Worlds.
Right now, Callie is in the lead.
There is.
$5.
Yep.
Right.
There's a lot of names.
There's a lot of ties
on there. Yeah.
So if you want to break some ties here as far as our namings go, you can do that.
Worth mentioning too, our backstage producer Cora looked into our Tears of the Kingdom horse name file, and it looks like it's the Wild West up in there. So if you donate and want to have a horse in Tears of the Kingdom named, well, whatever, you can do so.
We could name it Gappage,
well, whatever,
Village,
oh my God,
or Girth.
Girthage. You could name it well, whatever.
We could name it well, whatever.
I think I want to see a Gappage and a Village horse in that race.
I do want to say though that after this puzzle with the Link Between Worlds coming up, if you're a fan of filling gappage, a Link Between Worlds is chock full of filling those gaps.
Yes, sir.
And often coming out the other side.
More often than not.
More often than not, hopefully. Yeah.
Fill in the gap is to the point where it overflows.
I didn't get any of that one.
I think you lost me there, man.
It takes a well-trained mind, to understand.
Slide through that gap.
You got on this
slide
couch,
through
you
that
got
gap.
3 dudes just chilling in our Hawaiian shirts and 1 cowboy.
I'll be honest, I don't know nearly as much as I should about A Link Between Worlds, but one thing I do know is you fill a few gaps.
And that's why Mosley is the legend that he is in this business, hitting us with the philosophical quotes like that.
You've got a really good point there, because you are filling some gappage in A Link Between Worlds that is known as low rule.
True, exactly.
That's right.
That's sort of the gappage of the Triforce itself. Oh, it seems we got lots of setup going on for A Link Between Worlds.
And we see some shuffling over on Team Gappage. It looks like they might be
that's looking
closing
clean.
in.
That's looking clean.
The puzzle pieces look to be arranged in a more orderly fashion here. We could be seeing something coming to fruition here.
Definitely not orderly.
Yep.
That's fine.
We just shoved them all in a pile together.
Yep.
Mossy, you gonna tag in on me on this game?
I have some questions.
What's up?
Join the couch.
Oh,
You can squeeze in.
Just sit on Andy's lap.
Yeah, come on.
Look at all that space.
Good spot.
There's so much.
How do you? We got our crooked commissioner on the couch. How well do you think this gimmick worked this year?
Oh, we've got $20 from Gappage with the name Gappage for Tears of the Kingdom horse.
Nice.
Amen.
And the thing about that is when you put it back in the stable, that's village.
Yeah.
Fill in that gap. Fill in that gappage with gappage.
You are boarding that
Why did
gappage.
I come back down?
Great question.
Yeah.
when we were looking at the puzzles here, we've been doing this for way too long. We ran out of 550 piece puzzles to do. So, we were looking and we were like, I don't know if we were ready to do 1,000 piecer.
You still think we're ready? We're not ready?
I don't know. Well, I thought like we could do 2 of these smaller 360 piece puzzles.
360?
And I think 720 pieces.
360.
I thought people were going to be a lot more angry about the idea.
You know what would be interesting is to take a picture of some teams doing puzzles and turn it into a puzzle for next year.
Yeah, there are places that can do that,
Moss, when I heard that you said that Palomar is bringing a puzzle this year, I kind of thought that maybe someone had handmade a puzzle.
Oh.
And that's not a bad idea for future puzzles.
So yeah, there's some backstory for getting these puzzles, by the way.
We don't want to hear it.
So there's 6 unique puzzles. 6 unique puzzles. 5 of them readily available, not readily available, but like you can get them on the eBays.
On the eBays, yes.
For some of them cost a hefty $1 though. But there was one of them, which you see. Where's Palomar?
Where is Palomar, the German suplex
I
Palomar?
think Palomar went to the local medical facility after his matchup here to get some injuries tended to.
I'm not sure about that neck injury.
Like 8 stitches above
something
his
like
right
that.
eye. Yeah, he took a
looked
beating.
pretty rough.
I believe in the impending Korax, the one on the bottom, the one on the left side, that one right there, if I'm not mistaken,
that one
is the rare one. Where it was not available. I checked perpetually on eBay, Mercari, anywhere I could find. Some like Zelda Facebook groups I'm in. Nobody had that puzzle. And then one popped up in eBay Germany.
Okay.
For all of $30.
Okay.
But it was like $110 to ship it. And I'm like, all right, Palomar, you're in Germany. I'm shipping it to your house for $5 instead of here, and then he's gonna bring it over. And the guy that was selling it had 2 of them, and I ordered both. But then he refunded me for one because he only had one of them.
Oh man!
So it was quite.
Must have sold the other one to a buddy.
On the black market?
Yep.
Maybe he got it, brought it over to the U.S.
No, I
and
think
then
I think he took it to the auction house on Windfall Island. Actually, sold it there for a pretty penny. With Zunari.
Very crooked commissioner.
Sounds like
type
foul
of,
play to me.
transaction.
Yeah. Well, Luna's got it right. I got the eBay strats.
There you go.
AKA make friends around the world.
A veteran in this Zelda dungeon business for sure.
If I'm looking at all these completed puzzles, I think that the special one that Palmer brought over is actually like the coolest one. It's pretty interesting.
That's a nice looking puzzle.
It's very unique.
I'm still fairly partial to the red one that they're still working
The
on.
red Wind Waker one is nice. I like the blue Wind Waker one though.
It's a little odd that the puzzle posters are identical to the size of the puzzles themselves.
It's definitely not a very normal thing to come with puzzles that fit the exact size of the poster. Now, Team Gappage up here, they're very close to completing that puzzle right there. I think they maybe have 4 pieces left.
5 maybe. Yeah.
Maybe
It's
5.
gonna be soon, definitely.
Filling in those final gaps.
Yes, that's what we like to
You
call
can
them here on
say
the couch.
So moving forward, where's the challenge going to lie? Is it going to be in more pieces per puzzle, or more puzzles in general?
What's
I
the
don't know.
future?
You know, there's a lot of options. We can revisit some old puzzles with new formats if we want. I don't know. Maybe we have 8 teams, 8 team coverage of puzzles.
Next year, catch it here, 1,000 piece blindfolded Majora's Mask puzzle.
I reckon your gappage to fillage ratio is going to be way off in that one.
You know, a few years back, you mentioned something about somebody making a puzzle. Or
Yeah.
You know, I want. We were unsure.
Hey, there we go!
We got a puzzle completed.
Now, I suspect maybe 2-3 minutes max for this next one.
All
It's
right,
just gonna start boom, 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 boom.
2:43. That's where we're at. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see the final time.
Team Gappage looks desperate to get backstage and get some medical attention. So I anticipate this reaching a crescendo quite quickly.
It looks like our good buddy Corey Richmond is calling it for the night.
Thank you, Corey. Godspeed, my friend.
We'll see ya in the AM. Sometimes these events can run late.
So you were saying
tonight.
about like custom puzzles.
2 years ago, we were like short on puzzles. We didn't know what we were gonna do. 2020, and then out of the blue, just right out of like, they announced and they released a Link's Awakening puzzle like at the 11th hour.
Okay.
But prior to that, we were looking at. There's this. You'd love this one. There was this like awesome super high def artwork from Twilight Princess HD.
That's your favorite game, bud.
And it had like, do you know the art I'm talking about? Where it has all
I know
of
the
the
art you're
characters.
talking about.
All of the characters.
Yeah.
And there was an image online that had like, I think it was like a 5,000 by 4,000 resolution.
Hot
picture.
dang.
So it was like super high quality.
Yeah.
And I was looking at getting that turned into a puzzle.
So, you know what I think we should do? We should get a Minish Cap puzzle. Now that's a puzzle I would want to put together.
Maybe we could have like a contest. Like get some
Make a
artwork,
puzzle.
get some artwork made for us for a puzzle.
Oh.
Have people
Custom
submit
puzzle
stuff.
creation.
That is a good idea.
That's a pretty good idea.
So there are other ideas. So, you know, recently, I don't know if you know this, just in the last few months, we got a 1,000-piece Skyward Sword HD puzzle.
Ooh. Well, you know, there's a little game called Tears of the Kingdom. That just came out
the
not too
Tears
long
of the
ago.
Kingdom puzzle just debuted.
It just now it's coming out later this month, if I recall, right?
I think it's available to order right now.
Available to order, 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, and it's the key art of Link's like looking over the edge of a sky.
Kind of like
island.
crouched down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
It's
looking
beautiful.
at some comments on that puzzle. I saw that it might be too difficult because the colors are so
Yeah, that might be
singular.
a
Like
tough
it's
one.
kind of a lot of light blues and whites.
Before next marathon, though, you never know. Maybe we'll get another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more. I think we speak for everybody. There could be some more puzzles in this.
Absolutely, in the Zelda business.
Yeah. You know, every single Zelda puzzle is like sold out at this point. There's like none of them are. There's no like leftover stock, and every single one of them has an asking value these days of sometimes double or triple their initial value. So that tells me Nintendo. Come on, buddy.
We want your puzzles. Give us your puzzles, dude.
There's a 550-piece Super Metroid puzzle out there, somewhere in the world. I've been desperately trying to track it down.
I see that one sometimes. The GameStop one.
Is that the red
If
one?
you ever see it, you should
like
buy
it's
it.
mostly red.
It was a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those exclusive puzzles are tough. Hot Topic and GameStop got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes like there is a 550-piece Princess Zelda one that's
It's just a black background.
It's pretty awful. You can see it on that back wall.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a picture of the Beatles.
It's actually there are 4 Kokiri.
Oh yeah.
From a distance, they look like the Beatles.
Team Gappage, I wonder if you'd be able to bring your puzzle just a bit closer to the camera. If that's possible.
We would love to see the final piece on camera.
We need to get that slap.
Or we can move the camera.
If y'all just do the electric slide
towards
the middle.
I'm just gonna.
There we go.
Oh yeah, we're ready. We want to cheer.
It looks like the end
and I know,
near.
Chat, y'all are gonna be so excited. Sorry, my Idaho's coming out. Y'all are gonna be so excited when this final piece goes in with Team Gappage. We want y'all cheering and hooting and hollering for them.
We have 5 people working simultaneously to fill the last of the
This
Gappage.
is an exciting moment.
This
the finale of the 2023 Zelda Dungeon Marathon Jigsaw Bonanza.
This is what it's all about, right here.
Bananas.
Going the distance, they say.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I am exhausted.
Yeah. This is quite the Broadway tonight.
This has been a long and action-packed night of commentary and jigsaw puzzle putting together.
Tell you what, the fun don't stop here. we gotta race them, like, you know, within the hour.
That's right. We have a lot more. We have a lot more to come.
ID Newton, if you're in the Zelda Dungeon Discord, give Spiteri a ping.
Oh yeah, hit me up at Spiteri316. I would check that out.
Or on Twitter.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, and you know ID Newton, the ID stands for Idaho.
Really?
Big old Idaho fan. Oh. Well, they're from there. They're not, maybe not a fan of Idaho, but they're from there.
Shout out.
Shout out to Idaho.
Woo!
Woo! Woo!
Our pal Sonic Tonic.
Y'all, we're close.
Says you guys did a great job commentating.
I think y'all did a good job.
You know what?
What? Oh, my camera's not. It wasn't working.
It was an honor to be here
we
calling
learned-
this event with you guys tonight.
We learned from the best, Mosley here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I do what I can. I give it my all. I'm exhausted, and I just hope everybody enjoyed. We're about to hear the slap heard around the world here in just a moment, and I'm excited for that, though.
Wow. Slap heard around the world. The final piece of the puzzle.
It's close.
There's a couple more pieces down there on the
It
left.
looks like the final honors may go to.
I see one.
2 more pieces.
2 more?
And they can't figure out which one goes where.
And we have 1 piece in.
Is that McKenna with the final piece? McKenna with the final piece!
Nope. Turn it. Ah! Nope.
Oh man.
No.
And
is it wrong?
What?
Uh-oh.
Wow! Team Gappage fills
the gap.
Gappage.
Oh my goodness.
All gaps have been filled tonight.
We gotta get the Breath of the Wild mission gappage filled complete.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Incredible.
What an action-packed night this was.
Wow. Incredible.
Back and forth seesaw action. Competitors at the peak of their physical prowess and gappage filled.
Look at all those beautiful puzzles we got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Truly beautiful.
Almost 3,000 pieces on screen right now.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful. I'm just admiring the puzzles.
Well, we appreciate everyone coming out to support our puzzlers tonight.
Good job.
It was,
We're gonna be off to some Link Between Worlds here shortly.
Very shortly. It looks like ID Noon just sent you the link.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I'll check that out.
Really?
Yeah.
all right, fellas, I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta be up
Well, there it
bright
is.
and early to play A Link to the Past.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us at the Zelda Dungeon Marathon Jigsaw Puzzle Competition.
Thank you!
We got a lot more coming up. We got a Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past, Tears of the Kingdom, Ocarina of Time, still tons and tons of great content.
Tons!
Tons.
Tons.
Tons! 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 Tons!